Last episode, Vekni awoke in Lorgan's tavern after a brief rest. She got some breakfast and spoke at length with Lorgan. Lorgan complimented Vekni on her alliance building, calling it masterful. He asked if she belonged to a faction or had a sigil. She stated she served the Golden Tusk pirate fleet on the sea, but served no faction in Dovah. Vekni talked a bit about the group she became separated from. She spoke of the twin goblins and her two boys. When she spoke of Prince, Lorgan told her some bad news. A young pirate wearing a red coat and wielding a giant great sword attacked a group of pirates in Epona's bog. The pirates captured the young man, who Lorgan believed sounded much like Vekni's friend. Lorgan also advised Vekni he heard someone at Dankar's Fine Dining wanted to speak with she and Sorin. While speaking with Lorgan, Vekni learned more about blues. Lorgan explained the people of Dovah respected the rule and authority of the old knights and lords from the Lorian dynasty. To keep them loyal to Vigor leadership, the Fury Lords kept relatives of some of the old rulers hostage, while Maki gifted others powerful magic weapons. Lorgan and Vekni spoke about chaos. They discussed the zealous devotion Hainsworth's men had to him, considering him a messiah of sorts. Later, Vekni traveled to the armorer shop and met Trifle, the shopkeeper. He agreed to line Vekni's backpack to make it resistant to combustion and fire. Trifle explained Iridact, a dwarf who was off that day, makes weapons for the shop. He continued to show Vekni weapons and armor that were superior to anything Vekni had seen in the shop up until this point in the adventure. When Vekni was about to leave the armorer shop, she realized a man working at the anvil in the back of the room was her old flame, Miclean Greystone. Miclean appeared to be a young man in his prime, but he passed away from old age in 6335, 46 years ago. Miclean was the father of Vekni's son, who she never had a chance to get to know. Kevlian Greystone, first ranger of Slay, the half-elf without a nose. Order of the Burning Fist member and hero of Thaddeus. Vekni realized this man was actually her long-lost little boy. Vekni disclosed to Miclean she changed her name and appearance. She dyed her hair, got a tan, spoke with an accent, and now went by the name of Vekni Avumque. She was no longer the high elf noblewoman from Coldbank, Marjorie Sharpeye. Vekni explained the Queen of Harganeth, Marathi, committed genocide on the high elves of Coldbank, then burned the city to the ground 26 years ago. Marathi learned of Marjorie's existence and has put an enormous bounty on her head. So Vekni took to the seas with Captain Golden Tusk and his fleet of pirate ships to evade capture. Vekni learned Miclean was a slave to Trifle the Armorer, ever since Miclean's great skill at metalworking and blacksmithing was recognized by Frank Mandrit. Vekni told Miclean she would free him on the following day. Miclean was happy to be reunited with his lost love, but asked she refrained from killing Trifle, as his master was a good man. Vekni did not commit to spare Trifle. Vekni began to walk back to Lorgan's tavern. Meanwhile, Sorin awoke, and after some morning preparations, he walked downstairs to the bar area of Lorgan's tavern. Sorin approached a table filled with individuals wearing blood mist colors and sigils. The table consisted of a small group of orcs and a human wearing black and red armor and the attire of a knight. The human, Sir Galloway, told Sorin his group once served blood mist, but no longer did. Galloway explained blood mist sold children and did all sorts of bad things, so he left them. He continued saying the orcs were his posse and would follow him wherever he chose to go, and he was currently looking for a better liege to serve under. Sorin told Galloway that he had met Lord Craven previously, and Galloway was surprised Sorin survived meeting the Blood Mist leader. Sorin stated he liked to make friends in low places. Sir Galloway told a story of how he was in the Vigor Valley sewers and saw a man he recognized from wanted posters. Galloway said he captured the man, who turned out to be a wanted rebel of great importance, Lord Henry, the former Hand of the King. Galloway explained after turning in Henry, he was anointed as a knight. Galloway said when he turned in the bounty, he met a woman. He explained her name was Rochambeau, and she was the mayor's bodyguard. He stated that he believed Ro was checking him out. He added maybe he would join Forte so he could be with her. Sorin congratulated Galloway for becoming a knight, making money, and meeting a woman he liked. Galloway was very excited to be a Sir and talked with pride about how he now had to come up with a sigil and would have the opportunity to have descendants carry on the name of his new house. Galloway asked Sorin to serve under him, but Sorin declined and deflected by giving Galloway advice on how to expand the power of his newly formed house. Galloway admitted he was new to politics and listened intently to Sorin's advice. Sorin educated Sir Galloway as to the current state of leadership in the ranks of Forte and suggested he go see the mayor. Sir Galloway gave Sorin some information about another knight in the city, Sir Deege. He explained Deege was dating the woman Galloway liked, Rochambeau. Galloway said ever since he captured Henry in the sewers, Sir Deege had been combing the sewers every day, trying to one-up Galloway and find other wanted men. Galloway asked Sorin if he could find Deege and kill him to eliminate his competition for Rochambeau's heart, so he could have her to himself. Galloway offered some coin in exchange for Deege's death. Sorin agreed to kill Sir Deege for no charge, aside from a future alliance between Ferelden and Galloway's new house. Vekni met back up with Sorin in the tavern. She told him of how she found her long-dead love, Miclean Greystone. Upon hearing Miclean once served the Order of the Burning Fist, Sorin became quite interested in the man. Next, Sorin and Vekni traveled to Dankar's fine dining to speak with the mysterious person who wanted to meet with them. Upon arrival, a fancily dressed host in a tuxedo met the two adventurers at the door. He was difficult about allowing Vekni into the restaurant due to her attire. Vekni attempted to bribe the man with 10 gold. He accepted the gold, but then still refused to allow her inside, insisting she purchase finer attire at Fancy Frank's. Sorin casted minor illusion on Vekni as she spun 360 degrees, transforming her outfit into a beautiful green gown. After another 5 gold tip to the host, he seated Sorin and Vekni towards the back of the restaurant. Vekni asked the host to fetch Dankar, and he held out his hand for another tip. Vekni tipped him 2 gold. The host stated he would get her, but he wasn't sure how busy she would be. Vekni sighed and tipped him another 3 gold. He agreed to bring Dankar over to Vekni and Sorin. After ordering white wine and some appetizers, the PCs were approached by Dankar. Dankar was an older blonde human woman, approximately 50 years old. She was probably quite good looking when she was younger. Dankar directed the waiter to bring Sorin and Vekni glasses of champagne, courtesy of 3 noble-looking ladies at another table. Dankar directed the adventurers to go to the table as the woman wanted to speak with them. The party walked to the 3 ladies and met them. One was a young, blonde, teenage girl wearing a gold and red dress. She was the daughter of deposed King Lorian, Princess Tyraz. Another was the most beautiful woman either PC had ever seen. A dark-haired woman in a blue dress with a blue veil in her hair. She was very flirty, batted her eyes, and pursed her lips. She was Lady Lothston of Furia. The last woman was quite ugly. She was a blonde in a blue dress, with a big nose. She was slightly chubby and middle-aged. One of her eyes was askew. She was also quite crass in her speech. This woman said that she was the wife of Lord Dilly of Blues. Her name was Lady Waller. Sorin took Lady Lothston's hand and kissed it during introductions. Princess Tyraz also held out her hand to Sorin. During the handshake, she slipped a crumpled note to Sorin. Vekni asked the three ladies why they were invited to Donkar's and how they knew who she and Sorin were, but the three women looked confused. Lady Waller asked Vekni what the fuck she was talking about. Vekni started to doubt that anyone from this group of women invited them to Donkar's. During their conversation with the women, Lady Lawston divulged she was of Furia and served directly under the Fury Lords. She was very flirty and acting quite demure with Sorin. He did not show Lawston the attention she desired, and she grew frustrated Sorin was not acting as though he was attracted to her. Lady Lawston explained to the PCs that Princess Tyraz was raised by Vigor since she was a young girl and was a loyal vassal of the rightful rulers of the kingdom. Tyraz stated she was happy, but wished her rebel brother, Prince Lorian, would stop trying to conquer the kingdom. At Sorin's suggestion, Lord Sorin, Captain Vekni, Princess Tyraz, Lady Lawston, and Lady Waller raised their glasses and toasted to Vigor. Sorin asked for an audience with the Fury Lords and asked Lady Lawston which Fury Lord she served. Lawston explained that while she served all three, she hailed from the castle of Sadism, which belonged to Odoacer. Sorin asked what she could tell him about Odoacer. Lawston stated Odoacer was a strong man with powerful magic. She explained there was talk of how Dovah was without a king for the past 10 years. It was said Odoacer was a candidate to become king and marry the princess. Sorin asked Lawston if she could arrange a meeting between himself and Lord Odoacer the next time she saw him. Lady Lawston agreed. When describing Odoacer's red and gold armor, flaming, flying steed, which Lawston said was called Apocalypse, and queer pink gauntlet, Vekni and Sorin became certain that this person was the same one they saw flying overhead on the plains just prior to their encounter with Karaganda. When Vekni mentioned Odoacer must have just battled one troops prior to them seeing him, Lady Waller stated she knew Lord Winnegar of One. She said he was a sleazeball and a man she didn't trust. Vekni said this made sense as One and Vigor were in open war with one another. Waller went on and continued she knew Winnegar from before the war. She added Winnegar was once a bounty hunter alongside the man known as King One in Dovah. Waller told the story of how One once worked out of the bounty hunter's hall in the Abandoned. He and Winnegar left Dovah and traveled to Un, where One aided the king and queen in quelling an uprising. The queen took a liking to One and granted him a lordship and lands. Shortly after that, he turned the other lords of Un against the king and queen and took over the country. Lady Waller explained that afterwards he decided to return to Dovah and conquer his homeland. After the conversation, Sorin and Vekni returned to their table to eat. While there, Sorin read Tyraz's note, which was seductive, and requested Sorin meet her in the bathroom. When Vekni looked over to the table of the three women, she scoffed at the princess for sitting calmly and cordially with her kingdom's conquerors. The princess stood and walked away while Vekni looked over at the table. After arguing who would follow the princess into the bathroom, both PCs agreed Sorin would go speak with her. After Sorin left, Vekni walked to the kitchens to speak with Donkar. Vekni asked Donkar where the person was that wanted to speak with her and Sorin. Donkar explained they already spoke to the one that summoned them. Vekni stated no one said anything of importance. Sorin's minor illusion spell wore off, and Vekni reverted to wearing her pirate gear. Donkar seemed disappointed in her staff for allowing an uncouth pirate into her fine establishment wearing poor quality garments. Meanwhile, in the bathroom, Sorin met with Princess Tyraz. Her entire demeanor was different, as she appeared fidgety and quite scared. She explained she was a prisoner in the city and desperately wanted her family to regain control of the kingdom. Tyraz explained her brother, Prince Lorian, had a settlement of resistance fighters hidden in the sewers beneath the city. She asked Sorin to help Lorian gain the throne of Dovah. Sorin agreed. Tyraz told Sorin she was dating Triant, a man who ran the sewer system. She explained that Sorin should seek Tyrant out, and he would aid Sorin in finding Prince Lorian within the sewers. Tyraz said he could recognize Triant by the hat he always wore, which was orange. Princess Tyraz added Triant's father, Trifle, once served the former king as his master-at-arms, but now worked in Vigor Valley City as the armorer. Sorin comforted the princess and told her not to worry. He said he and Vekni would help the Lorian family overthrow Vigor. Tyraz explained she currently resided in quarters near the mayor's office, but she was once a prisoner in the castle at the capital of Loristan. Princess Tyraz promised Sorin lands and wealth if he could return her family to power in Dovah. Sorin and the princess parted ways, and Sorin returned to Vekni. Seeing as it was already noon, Sorin paid for their meal, and both adventurers left Donkar's fine dining, heading back to Lorgan's tavern for the meeting with Nicholas and the Forte assassination squad. On the way back, Sorin told Vekni about his conversation with Princess Tyraz. Vekni realized her plan of uniting Prince Lorian and CLAD with Queen Inez and Slay just became much more difficult. Sorin and Vekni arrived back at Lorgan's 10 minutes late, finding Nicholas and his men were nowhere to be seen. Lorgan explained the tiefling assassins were here at 12 sharp. He said Nicholas left in a hurry, but told him to relay a message to the two adventurers, saying he and his men were going off ahead to find the hiding Prince Lorian. Nicholas wanted Vekni and Sorin to follow and join in the hunt. Vekni and Sorin left the tavern and double-timed it towards the sewers.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.
Alright, so Vekni goes, well, I guess we need to hurry up. How long ago did they leave?
Oh, they were only in here about a minute. They got here just about 12 o'clock, so they probably 10 minutes ago.
Oh, so if we hustle, we could probably catch up to them before they get to the store.
It seemed like they were in a hurry, though.
Yeah. Alright, so that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll double time it to the sewer.
To the sewers.
Alright. So you get to the area that Lorgan described, and you could see this huge circular hole in a raised stone wall, and it's near this like large reservoir of water. That you haven't really been to this area yet in the city. Mm-hmm. And it seems like you see lots of regular common folk with buckets. It seems like they're getting that for like drinking water, for water to wash their clothes. And it seems to be like a hot spot for a lot of people in the town.
It's also where the fishing guild is.
Yeah, but it's a little further away from where you are. Mm-hmm. And there's a sign posted right by this big circular entrance that says Vigor Valley Sewers. And you see several, look to be like employees of maybe the city, mulling about, talking, and one of them is wearing an orange hat.
Vekni goes up to one of them and says, did Nicholas and the other Vigor people, Forte people, were they Forte or Vigor?
Forte.
Did the other Forte group, did they go in here?
They all nod. Mm-hmm.
Right, so they're already in here, they have a head start. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you going to talk to the boyfriend? Are you going to talk to the boyfriend with the orange hat?
Oh, that's him? I didn't put that together.
It's the only thing that made him stand out.
Okay, what's his name? Tyrant?
Triant.
Triant. Are you the one they call Triant?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
My name is Sorin of Ferelden.
Okay.
This is Vekni. She's a captain.
Okay.
Your, girlfriend?
What, my girlfriend? What about her?
What's her name?
Tyrez.
Tyrez.
Are you paying attention at all?
Yeah, dude, you know how many fucking names and places, and this is a lot. Your girlfriend, Tyrez. She is.
Yo, let's go talk. Hold on, let's talk over there. Shut the fuck up.
Well, let's go into the sewers. We'll talk in there.
Well, I have a job to do. I can't go in the sewers right now, but let's talk for a second, just away from my coworkers. Right. They're all looking like, who? Just don't worry about it, guys. Let's go talk over there.
Okay.
We got to make it quick.
We go over there.
Listen, we are looking for Prince Lorian. We are here to break him out.
Who's the rightful ruler of Dovah?
The Lorian family.
Okay. So you're looking for the CLAD hideout. You're looking for the prince.
Yes. Did you see the Assassin's Guild going before us?
Yeah, they went in there and they're looking for him. But
Yeah.
They're not going to find him.
Oh, well, we aim to take some out too.
You should.
Well-
Because they apprehended Lord Henry, or someone did, pretty recently, as he was traversing the sewers.
That's another thing that I think we need to work on getting to. But right now, we need help in the source.
Sure. So, I can give you I can give you a really rough map on how to get through. But when you get to the end, it seems like you're at a dead end, and there's this metal plate on the wall. This is very important, otherwise you're not going to be able to get in. You need to bang on the wall very loudly, 18 times exactly. Make sure it's loud enough to be heard. Otherwise, the people of CLAD won't come out. If you bang on it and any number of times other than 18, they will assume that you are not part of their sympathizers and that you're Forte soldiers or bounty hunters or whatever looking for the prince. All sympathizers and all people working with us, they know it's 18 times. Incorrect amount of times, they are not going to come out.
Got it.
All right.
17 times.
Also, be mindful, they do have a means of egress. They can get, without going out that metal door, they have another way that they can use to escape. Be sure to pound on the door the correct number of times. When you hear a voice on the other side of the door, you must say our secret phrase. Long live the king, whose name is Lorian. Say that, nothing else. You fuck it up, they're probably going to all just bounce.
Long live the king, whose name is Lorian.
Yup.
Got it.
Okay. Well, how maze-like is it down there? Are we?
It's not too bad if you know what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to be confused as hell. But here, let me give you something. Pulls out this crumpled up piece of paper. It's like really shittily drawn. Here you go.
Nice. Okay.
See? Got it.
So what is these dashes? Is these a measurement or is it just
It's not
a line?
measurement, it's just the way you got to go. Listen, I'm not a topographer or whatever the fuck
That's-
you want to
it's
call
fine.
it.
We
This
need
is the
to-
best I can do.
We need to catch up with these assassins.
And after we freed him, make sure you go and your girlfriend is
Aren't you a little old? How old is he?
Young, 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20. Ew.
your girlfriend is seems to be captured with these Vigor lords.
Yeah.
So, after we break these people out, she is held in the barracks, right?
No, she's up in the municipal buildings.
Yeah. She she sneaks out with me sometimes, but what's she gonna do? We're gonna run away and she's gonna live like a commoner? She wants the Lorian family to rule this kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And the best chance for her to do that is probably gonna be here, or the capital.
Not unless we restore order and bring back the Lorian family.
I agree. I agree.
Anyway,
I have to say
I bid you adieu.
It's a pleasure.
And we head back into the sewers.
Yeah, and Vekni will start hustling down the sewers.
Ditto. Same.
As we're running, is there light in the sewers? Are there torches or anything?
it's dim light.
Okay.
Someone's gonna have his familiar. He's gonna pop it back out. Blink it out.
to put Inez on the throne. It's through the Lorians and it's through the Lorians.
Queen of this. From Queen's Grace. She's through the Lorians as well.
She is a Cordova. So the Lorians always marry into the Cordovas.
Gotcha.
So it works.
It works.
You enter the sewers, you hear dripping. There's a little bit of like mucky water like in the center of this of the floor, and the floor is kind of sloped. So you have like a high point on the left, high point on the right, and it kind of slopes down, and there's like muck down down the middle. The average corridor is 10 feet across. That's going to be most of the way that you're traversing. If it's different, I'll let you know. The walls are green, and it's dimly lit. There are torches every so often, but it's not bright. It's pretty dark. So you enter in, and you could see straight ahead for about 20 feet or so. It's like a straight hallway, and it seems like it turns to the right only at the end.
Okay, so I guess we go right.
All right, you turn right, and there's like another short little hallway, about 15 feet, and it seems like it just turns to the left.
Yep.
So you guys are like hustling, right?
Yep.
Yeah. While we're doing this though, I'm gonna cast the mage armor now. It lasts for 8 hours and it's not a concentration spell.
You can do this instantaneous.
Mage armor
Yeah.
is touch, visual, semantic, material.
What's the time?
8 hours duration.
No. How long does it take to
Casting
cast?
time.
One action.
Okay,
Oh.
so it's 6 seconds to cast. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So like I said, now there's a turn to the left after that 15 feet.
Okay.
So you turn to the left. You see a sight. You see straight ahead of you, and again, it's about 10 feet across. You see this tight corridor, and you see 2 tieflings. One's leaning on the wall to the right, one's leaning on the wall to the left. They're looking in your direction already, and they're both dressed like Forte's assassination squad members, and you somewhat recognize them from the gambling you did in Lorgan's Tavern.
Okay, Vekni runs up to him and goes, "Hello, boys.
They kind of perk up when they see you.
Sorry we missed you at Logan's Tavern. We ran late with a lunch date.
Yeah, he was disappointed that you guys weren't there.
Well, we're here now. How far up was Nicholas and the rest of you?
Well, they went off ahead. You know, Nicholas seems to think you guys might make good assassins.
You know, it's true. I've killed, I don't know, I got to check the Discord, but quite a few ones just this campaign.
Oh, so you are good at killing.
Of course.
That's great. You know, it was hard damn work. Hard damn work to join his squad.
Now, how long have you been a part of his squad?
Myself and Barrick, we both just joined.
So
We're new.
So you're a little green.
We're green. And Nicholas is quick to kick lower performing assassins out of his group and sending us back to lesser prestigious units.
Well, what weapons do you use?
Well, I could show you, but you know, the guy that he said was named Barrick says, you know, Larg and I haven't gotten a single kill since we joined the unit, and Nicholas is getting kind of pissed off. So I'd say rather than competing, it might be easier to just kill the two of you.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want you to die that quick.
I don't think you guys can beat us.
I draw my sword.
So how many guys are there?
2.
I draw my sword and whip and take a couple steps back.
They also take steps back, and they don't draw any weapons. You know, and the guy his name is Larg says, "You want to do this or what?"
Can I swing at him with my whip? Or how far away is he?
If you try to attack him with them ready to fight, it's going to be a priority roll before you're able to attack.
How far away are they?
So you step back. I'm going to say you step back 5 feet. They
Sure.
step back 5 feet. So I'm going to say
10 feet away?
10 feet away, 15 feet away.
Just put it on there.
What, the battle?
Yeah.
All right.
Bum, bum,
Your table's off. I got
bum.
Sorry?
Is there? How high is the ceiling?
Yeah, there's a ceiling. 15 feet.
Yeah, so 15 feet directly above me would be my whose name is Dexter.
Dexter?
Dexter.
Are you trying to get some brownie points by naming him after his cat? I see what you're doing. You're trying,
Your cat's name is
you're
Dexter?
trying to buy off the
I did not know that.
you're trying to buy off the DM.
But I'll take it. I will take it if it gets me, magic items. Treat Dexter good. Don't kill Dexter, Dan. Those will always be named
Let's
Dexter.
roll some priority.
Priority.
Well, yeah, your familiar doesn't die; it just goes back to a realm.
6 total.
With her sword and whip, she's gonna crack the first one with the whip. I don't know.
attack?
The one on the left, I guess. The one that was talking.
One left? Okay.
Is he the one talking?
They both talked.
That would have been the one that was doing the most talking.
Yeah, sure. The one on the left.
So from 10 feet away, I'm gonna crack that whip.
Crack that whole whip.
20 total to hit.
20 to hit does hit.
And having maxed out Dex is awesome. Plus 8. That's not
My
awesome.
AC is currently 16.
Okay.
7 slashing with that whip, and then second attack. $14.
Hit.
And return. 10 slashing, so she will step closer against the wall, so she's only in range of the one. And she will run and do a running kick at him.
Are you still attacking him? Fuck.
Yeah, bonus action.
Okay.
Damn, so close to a crit 20. 19 plus 8, 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Are you doing like any stun strikes or anything?
I'm going to try to hold on to my key.
Might be wise.
11. Wait, it's not piercing. What is a punch?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
11?
11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
I want to hit him with my sword.
He's gonna walk around you like that without actually breaking away for an opportunity attack. Is you know, go around to your back.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you just do that? You just walk around to someone's back?
If I'm not
Yep.
breaking away from you, then it's not an opportunity.
True.
So like his character doesn't turn around?
He can, as a reaction, he could turn.
No, I'm good.
You could change your facing as a reaction.
Okay. So what, does he now have like advantage or something?
Yeah. So the creature has advantage. That's why I did that. We've been playing like that. We've been
Yeah,
playing like
that's
that
been the
the
whole
whole time.
time.
Okay.
He did it last fight.
I only had one combat.
He did it last fight.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to
Just
reach.
realistically, it seems odd that if you and I are in a fight, I'm gonna walk to your back.
Well, I'm physical. You got to think of it all happening relatively at the same time.
It is at the same time.
It's not a fight where I go ha ha ha, and then you go ha ha. It's supposed to be happening all at the same time. So right now I'm focusing on this dude, so he slipped behind me.
Okay.
So even though he physically did that to you, he's gonna reach out to you, and he's not rolling an attack. I'm not rolling an attack. You have to make a DC Wisdom save of 15.
Is he trying to charm me?
He's trying to do something to you.
Well, I'm
You're immune to charm. I'm aware.
immune to charm.
He's
So
trying to reach
what am
out.
I doing?
You're rolling a Wisdom save. Your DC is 15.
15 exactly. 12 plus 3.
Then the next creature goes. It has flanking on you, Vekni. It is also going to try to reach out and grab you. So it's going to be another DC 15 Wisdom.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
17 plus 3, 20.
So he
I
also
rolled a 2. That
reached out to
was
grab you and missed. Sorin.
Alright, so Sorin.
What's your Wisdom modifier?
plus 3.
Okay.
So Sorin will stay where he is. He's just gonna move his familiar 5 feet above the guy that's behind Vekni.
Okay.
Then he's going to cast Mind Sliver. It's a cantrip.
This is the guy that's already hurt, Kevin? Or is that the guy that...
Which one? The
The
one
guy
be-
that's behind you.
The guy on the left.
I didn't touch
You
him.
didn't touch this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you drive a disorient spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must make it succeed an intelligence saving throw. So let's start with that.
What's the DC?
15.
Fail.
Okay, so it takes 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay. So roll your damage.
2. However, the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn, you have to roll a d4 and you subtract it from your saving throw.
Next time I have to make a saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Until the end of my next turn, you have to roll a d4.
What's the spell called?
Mind Sliver is cantrip.
Oh, it's cantrip. Okay.
Okay, it's cantrip.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, it just takes psychic damage, and then on your next saving throw of any kind, you have to roll a 1d4 and you subtract it.
Okay.
I feel like I want to take the mobile feat. So I can bounce around the battlefield.
It would kind of fit with Vekni.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise he was a barbarian.
Yeah, who kept getting fucking fireballs to the face when he was inside of a group like this. Yeah,
I did that to you.
constantly.
No, I didn't have firewall. That was Don.
Yeah,
I
Don
firewalled you once. and killed you.
It wasn't the enemy that I was most afraid of in our group.
Yeah, but I think mobile should just be included in the monk.
Okay.
Because rogues can do it and it costs nothing.
Well, no, it's a bonus action. Bonus action is disengage.
Yeah, but this costs a key to do it as a monk.
How much key do you have right now? Level 4? Probably not much.
I'm level 5. I have 5.
Level 5.
You have
5
one key per.
That's not a lot,
level.
though. If you're in a
It's not.
dungeon and you're doing a dungeon crawl, it's not
I
a
know.
lot.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to really be careful to use them.
And that's why the Kensai is good, because nothing costs more than 1 until you get to a higher level where you can add +1, +2,
still.
+3 to your weapon. Vekni is now going to slash at the guy in front of her with the sword.
That's the guy's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
Yeah. Hits.
6 piercing.
Okay.
I keep rolling ones. You're bad dice. 25.
Hit.
Come on, do some fucking damage. Damn it. 8 slash piercing.
Okay.
Okay, bonus action. 18.
Hit.
God damn it. 7 bludgeoning.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Jeez, this guy's tough.
The one that's in front of you. Mm-hmm. No, actually, no, the one that's really badly hurt is the one in front of you, right? So the one behind you tries to grab you again. So it's a DC 15 Wisdom.
9. Plus
Alright, so
3.
you fail.
12.
When it comes to ability checks or saves, you're gonna now have disadvantage whenever it's dex based. You have disadvantage. You have disadvantage whenever you attack either of these creatures. You must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turns.
What spell are you using?
You don't know.
Is it a spell curse?
You don't know. You can roll Arcana to try to identify it as your reaction. You want to do that?
Not as reaction, no.
While cursed, you have to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turns. If you fail, that's 15 DC. If you fail, then you take your action to do nothing on your turn.
Yes.
Any of my attacks or spells on you deal an extra D8 necrotic damage.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
remove, well,
I literally have it up because that's me not casting it too.
I only have 38 HP, that's bad.
the one in front of you, which looks really, really hurt, and like it's bleeding, it's like all fucked up, launch attacks on you with its claws.
Sure.
With advantage.
Okay.
Each attack. So I'm gonna say that because it seems so hurt, it seems to be acting a little differently and like super enraged being hurt like this.
Okay. DC 20.
All right, first.
Or AC 20.
It's a
Miss?
concentration spell, so if you could save me to maintain concentration.
Your AC's 20?
Agile
I'm
parry.
gonna hit you.
If you yeah.
Second attack? I have a crit.
No, you hit me.
Third attack? Miss. Fourth attack.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
It's in it's in this book. It's in Volos. Miss. So I missed with 3 attacks and 1 attack was a crit.
I hate combats with Dan.
Why you?
Because you just did 20 something damage to
I did
me.
18 damage.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Four of it was a crit.
Fuck
Four
you,
of
Dan.
it was necrotic, and the rest of it was a slashing.
So does one of them look weaker?
One of them looks really, really hurt.
Alright, so who's the one that just did the spell?
The one behind me.
The one behind you. He's not that hurt, right?
He's not hurt at all. Or no, you hurt him a little bit. You hurt him slightly.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on him,
Okay.
and he rolls 1d4 less for this. Because of the silvery barb that I did in the beginning, the cantrip, the save.
Okay. I do the D4 roll, or you do the D4 roll?
You do the d4.
Okay.
But, so you physically lash out at one creature you can see within range. Target must make an intelligence saving throw.
3.
3 total?
Okay. For the D4.
So on a failed save, so your intelligence, so roll the save first. Intelligence 15, whenever you roll -3.
Fail.
So it takes 3d6 psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction until its end of the next turn.
Okay.
Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or bonus action. It only gets one of the 3.
Okay.
So, and you'll have to roll for concentration for your curse on Vekni.
And what is it? A Constitution save at DC 10, right? Isn't that how it works?
I don't know what.
Pretty sure that's how it works. So, passed.
You should have went for potions.
So how much damage did you do?
It will be 3d6. So 15 total.
Damn.
Vekni is going to swing at the guy in
You
front of
gotta
me again.
roll wisdom. With DC 15.
20 even.
Mm.
17 plus 3.
Alright, so you can take your action or whatever.
That's a miss. That was a 2.
You're still under the effect of the spell though.
So what does that mean?
It's just everything that I said still, so you're gonna roll disadvantage on attacks.
Doesn't he get anything because my owl being there?
I'm not,
you get advantage.
I'm not attacking the one that the owl's behind.
Oh, then no, you don't.
I rolled a 6, so 14.
So it hits. This is the one that's hurt, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, 14 hits.
So when you roll 6, it's still 14.
Plus 8.
Damn.
I have maxed out dex. God damn it. Another fucking one. 6 piercing.
6 total?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
That's really hurt.
Bonus action.
Disadvantage?
Yep. Look at those 2 dice.
Oh, 20.
Boom!
20s.
Alright, so he doesn't have much health left. What's the least damage you could possibly do?
That's a punch. It would be... The least I could do would be 12.
So describe it.
Vekni just throws an uppercut, and you just hear this like nasty snap as his jaw bends and goes around his fucking face, and he just falls on a lump on the ground.
Okay. Jaeger, move the model.
And she turns and faces this guy, and she goes and she says, "You're next." And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So the guy that's left, this is a guy that's not hurt really.
Yeah.
No, he's just gonna attack you with his claws, but he's only gonna get 2 attacks because he's not super hurt like the other guy.
He gets 1 action.
With
I don't know
advantage.
how many attacks and action. He only gets 1 action.
2 attacks in action.
It's just 1 action. He has advantage though. 11, 14 misses, right?
Correct.
15.
Yes.
Sure. All right, Sorin.
Dan hit me once and took half my life away.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
It's
make
so hard to hit you.
Huh?
It's so hard to hit you.
You had no problems.
I missed you so many times.
So my familiar gives you advantage now, Kevin, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna use my cantrip Mind Sliver again.
Okay.
So you gotta make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Pass.
It passed. Okay. So you take nothing happens.
Why?
'Cause he just passed.
Oh.
For passing. Okay.
Yeah, no, my cantrip, he just passes it. So I guess I'll use my bonus action to hit him with a dagger, I guess. At advantage or no?
Or did you have flanking? I can't see.
Yeah. He'd be behind. He'd have
All right. Yeah.
flanking.
If you have
Well, I
flanking.
rolled a 17 plus 6, so 23.
Hit.
But I'm gonna roll my advantage to see if I crit. I don't actually crit fail. So, and then you take 1d4 plus 3 for your save.
So bonus action.
No. You don't get the. You don't get the.
You'll get modifier.
No modifier. Correct.
So I rolled a 1, so it takes 1 damage.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Sure. Becky,
Yeah.
roll your save. Oh, I
you
gotta
need
roll
to do
a
a save.
constitution save. Hold on. Pass. All right.
Damn it.
Then you gotta roll your wisdom save.
14.
You failed, so you have to use your action doing nothing.
20, 15.
It
Do
is
I-
a DC 15, yes.
Can I use my bonus action?
Yeah, you can.
He has to use his action doing nothing.
You have to use your action doing nothing. You failed the save.
Vekni will use her action doing nothing and just drop her sword, and she'll cock it back and throw a bonus action punch.
Fine.
With advantage.
But I have disadvantage, so I
So
roll
it's just straight.
19.
Hit. These guys were tough-ish
Yeah.
for just stepping into
I was
the
hoping.
sewers.
Yeah, I was hoping that they were going to be fucking fodder so we can get a quick kill in. Thank you. 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. He looks really hurt, bleeding, like, but he seems to be getting hyped up from his injuries, like the last guy. And it's fucking hyped, and it's gonna roll some attacks on Vekni with advantage.
Would love it if he turned around and swung at Sorin.
Well, you're the one that he has under the effect of that spell. 18 misses, right?
Correct.
How you just have your AC just always 20?
No, I have to have my Kensai weapon in my hand if I make a
Kensai attack. That's it.
if I make a melee attack.
What's your Kensai weapon?
My whip.
It's a miss.
It's in your hand.
Attack
Sure
number
is.
3. Miss. Attack number 4. Bro. 21.
Mmm.
I
So
was gonna say if it makes you feel any better.
Wait, did you roll? I punched you. Did you roll your concentration?
no. DC 10, right?
I don't.
Pass. 14 total for its necrotic.
How much?
14 total.
What the fuck, Dan?
What? Are you down?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, or, no, or
I'm
yeah?
at 6.
I will hit him with Mind Silver again.
Fuck, I hit twice and I'm almost dead.
Intelligence 15.
Fail.
So you take 8 psychic damage. And on your next saving throw, you have to do a minus 1d4. Bonus action.
Nope.
I'm going to hit you with my dagger again.
Sure.
Plus 6 to hit. 13 total.
Miss. 13 misses. Do I have to roll
Oh wait,
save?
I'm all advantage. Flanking. That is a crit 20.
Alright. So you do 4 plus your roll.
4. So 8.
Describe it.
Okay. So after casting that mind sliver, Sorin's going to come up behind him and just take his dagger and slit his throat from the back.
He crumples down
He'll
before
kind of
dead.
spray some blood on Vekni though, because he's facing forward.
And she's already fucked up anyway. Cannon priority. You guys get 450 each. You heard?
450.
XP each.
Alright, I'm gonna search both bodies.
Roll a investigation.
What is that? What is my investigation? +1. 13.
13? Okay. Searching both bodies, you find a total of 45 gold between the two of them. And nothing of use.
The magic user?
They had no weapons, they were attacking with their
The
claws.
magic user. Do I find his spell book at all?
They both use magic in that fight. They both tried to use that same spell.
I'm going to check both of them for their magical components.
No potions?
I want to see if either of them have a magic spellbook or any kind of
Roll
spell
an
item.
investigation with a DC of 20.
Investigation?
Is there water on the floor?
Yes.
17.
Okay, you found nothing. The entire through the entirety so far of you walking through the sewer, the floors are pitched towards the middle, and there's like a murky, slushy, like not slushy, a murky, like brownish water, brackish water on the middle of the floor as you're walking,
I have.
and you hear dripping throughout the sewers.
I have no spells that do healing, and I have no potion.
I don't think I have any potions.
I did have a potion of healing at one point, but now it's a 0.
2 hits and I'm almost dead.
Well,
Alright, I'm gonna continue down.
so at the end of the corridor that you're on
No.
after you defeated them. Okay.
This was in that short, that was right before the left? After the first right?
You came in, you made a right, and then you made a left, and that's where you are.
Okay.
Going straight ahead, there is go down the corridor a bit, and then there's another left turn. There's nothing else.
Okay, so I guess we'll go there.
Now you're at the longest corridor you've seen so far. It's about 30 feet. And when you get to the end, there is a path to turn left and a path to turn right.
Is this water, it's dirty water or is it just
Dirty
rainwater? So Vekni will just pick up the water and try to get the blood off her face.
Ooh. Okay, you're able to do it, but now your face kind of smells stinky.
I'm gonna use the duty water.
Duty water, yeah. Ugh.
But this sewer goes out into the water that these people are drinking from?
You don't know exactly how it works so far. You haven't really examined to see how everything works.
I'm going to assume, yeah. There's a lot of countries that do that now. I mean,
Yeah. 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 As far as you know, you really don't know. So again, you could turn left, you could turn right. Both are long corridors. The corridor to the right appears to be longer than the corridor to the left.
All right, so we are going to.
you told me to use my familiar roll.
You can use your familiar. Send the familiar down to the left. According to the map, we got to go right.
Yeah, I'm going to take my familiar and go left with him.
And let him. Then just tell him if he sees the things to tell us.
Yeah, if he sees anything, tell me.
About 30. Your familiar travels about 35 feet to the left, and now there's another turn to the right. Nothing else.
So he can only fly within 100 feet of me, so I'll have him go right now.
As it travels down this long corridor, this is about a 60-foot corridor. As it travels down, on the left side, you see those CLAD posters. Those posters of the blue background with that yellow crown on the walls of the sewer.
Okay.
And it goes about 60 feet down, and then it turns to the right, and that's about as far as you can go, right?
Yeah, you can only go 100 feet.
Yeah, it's about as far as, yeah. And you can see it turns to the right.
Once you do, like, just gets out of range, I'll take over and see what he sees. So I'll see the posters.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll flip back out and tell Vekni.
Okay.
It only has a 100-foot range.
It says, well, while you're familiar is it within 100 feet of you, it can communicate with it telepathically. So beyond 100 feet,
It can still do what it's doing.
but we wouldn't know anything anymore.
Well, he could always go if he sees something, then come back and tell us. But we'll start heading down to the right on that path.
To the right?
Yeah, I'll flip it back out of existence and then flip it back again so it's next to me.
Okay. So you make that right. About 30 feet forward, you see a wooden sign, and there's an opening to go to the right, but then that straight path keeps going. Another about 30 feet in terms of the left. So 30 feet straight, there's a wooden sign, opening to the right, but the path keeps going, and then you can make a left 30 feet further down.
And does the path keep going straight as well?
No.
Does it look like your map at all? No.
No.
The wooden sign is crudely made, and there's an arrow pointing to that room to the right, and it says in all capital letters, Gold, Treasure, Women.
Oh, well, I mean, that's where we have to go.
There's
right?
a door.
There's no door, it's an opening.
I'm gonna send my familiar.
So we made our right. 30 feet down, there's a door to the right. 30 feet down, there's a path to the left, and then
Yep.
that's it.
Yep. So yeah, 30 feet down, there's a sign door to the right, or an opening to the right, but the path going straight keeps going. 30 more feet, you get to the end, and there's a way to go left.
I have a feeling this is useless. Because it already doesn't follow anything he's described. So I'll look down the path to the right.
If you were to take that and look at it the opposite way, does it make sense?
What do you mean, from the end?
Yeah.
No. It made sense up here until this point. And then it doesn't make sense. Vekni's going to look down the hallway to the right. Oh, you sent your owl down that way?
You send your owl down that way? It's like a bigger room, a 30 by 30 room. Towards the far end of the room, you see there's 3 chests. Also, you see that there's 2 tables pushed up against the walls. There are 2 women laying on the tables, and their legs are spread open.
2 women tied to tables with their
They're
vaginas.
laying on the tables, and their legs are open.
And there's 3 chests. And obviously it's a trap. They're in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
So can we just walk in there and throw a fireball and see what happens?
I mean, you can. I don't have a fireball. Well, was the women alive?
Very.
Or were they just laying there with their legs spread?
Yeah.
What?
Did they look alive?
I would say you did not examine them thoroughly enough to tell anything about them. You just saw that they were there.
I'm gonna tell Vekni that. In that exact moment.
It seems like too simple of a setup.
Could be healing. Could be death.
I'll send your bird back in there. See what else is in there. It's just the bed.
It's Dexter. And it has a name now.
We literally got him
Dexter's
yesterday. Or last night.
Just like my cat.
I'll fly him down there.
Okay. Roll perception.
Roll a birdception.
DC's 8.
Roll a birdception.
Yeah, 18 plus 5.
All right, that's a pretty good roll. All right. So you, on closer inspection, you see that both women are manacled and chained to the wall behind their tables. One of them is dead. Can the owl smell or no? That you could pick up?
I don't know if owls can smell, but go ahead.
Well, all right. Let's say that you can't. So one of them appears to not be moving, appears to be deceased. Another one appears to be alive. Maybe she's sleeping, maybe she's awake. Her eyes are closed. With that roll, there appears to be to the left and to the right of the entrance into the room, because the owl can see really good at night, correct? In the dark. On the left, it's a large creature with this like fleshy skin. And the right appears to be an orc, but a really big orc, much bigger than any orc you've seen.
I will relay that to Vekni.
Well, we don't want to go down there. I don't think I could take a hit.
And there's 3 chests.
Perhaps there's something in those chests that can help us out. Sorin is going to tell Vekni. I'm gonna give something a try. We can probably get in and get out. Get within those chests.
Well, what is you giving a tray? What are you doing?
The pattern.
It's a good spell.
Good spell.
What is it?
Hypnotic pattern.
I don't know how it works.
If it works, what's the worst state you can be in besides dead? Paralyzed?
Paralyzed, incapacitated.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Do you have to be able to see them?
No.
Well, not for nothing. I do know where they are.
Okay, but does the spell require?
It's an area effect spell.
It's an area effect.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I assume that this is like a round kind of room-ish area.
Square.
Square, all right, square area, and it has one point of entry,
Yes.
and then I know where the other 2 beings are.
They're to the left and to the right of the entrance. They're hiding these there's dark corners of the
When
room.
can I see the entrance? Like when something, like as a for instance.
If you walk through, they would see you.
Okay, but if I'm 5 feet behind it, they won't see me.
They wouldn't see you.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll get to within 5 feet of that area.
Are you moving stealthily?
Yeah. I'll roll stealth if you like.
Yeah, roll stealth. Your DC's 12.
$11 plus 3, 14.
Okay.
So once I get to 5 feet of the area, I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern. It fills a 30-foot cube.
That would definitely be able to reach both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do they have to do?
So they both have to roll Wisdom saves of 15. I assume this also takes a control of that woman who's chained up. The whole room is a 30-foot cube.
It would also hit her. Wisdom 15?
Yeah.
So would you know if they passed or not? Not looking at them?
They can't do anything.
I need to know because of my portents.
Okay, so one of them passed.
Okay.
Then the other one. Ooh, wow. Yikes. Failed.
Yeah, so for the one that passed, I'm going to use my portent and change his roll. I don't know if his plus is, but I'm going to change his roll to a 3.
Well, that makes him fail.
Okay, so they both fail.
So what happens to them?
So I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. They both failed. So you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes.
Okay.
Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw. They both failed. The creatures become charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creatures are incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay.
The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
How long does it last? How long is the concentration?
Concentration 1 minute.
So it lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
So not long. Okay.
Not long, but enough to go take
Okay.
a look at 3 chests.
All right.
Lasts for a minute.
Lasts for a minute.
Okay.
And the woman was also affected by it.
That's fine. So I'm just gonna run up to the 3 chests.
Yeah, I'll go in.
So when you guys walk in, you can tell that the dead woman is very dead. She reeks of death. The entire room stinks like a dead person. Okay, and then you're gonna open the chests. They're not locked. None of them are locked. Why don't you? You guys are each opening one first, and then who's opening the third? Well, so Joe, roll 2 D100s. Kevin, roll D100 plus a D10 to get her number.
Joe, do you want to?
And I'm gonna connect to the internet so I can
That's
see,
okay.
see what we do here. Two rolls.
98.
Okay. It's 98. It's Kevin from.
It doesn't matter. They're random.
Yep.
I rolled a 70 and a 29.
70 and a 29. All right. So let's do our 29 first.
Pretty cool spell, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know you had that. What slot level is that?
3. I picked that up. I picked Bestow Curse up, which I know you just used, and then I was able to learn Fireball.
You don't know that I did that.
Yeah, I know that you did that though.
You don't know shit.
All right. Well, I happen to be really good at understanding that you might have casted Bestow Curse. And yeah, Hypnotic Pattern though is pretty cool. It affects an entire area, so I could have, you know what I mean. So if you have like a whole bunch of people and they all fail,
So you rolled a 29 and
a
what?
70.
So you got a potion of healing and a potion of superior healing.
Oh, cool. Potion of Healing and a Potion of Superior Healing.
So when you're done with this card, give it back to me.
Sure.
When you're done using the potions.
Yeah.
And then Kevin, what'd you roll?
98. It's
Well, you got these two.
What did I get? A Javelin of Lightning and Potion of Water Breathing. I've had this before. Javelin of Lightning, you hurl. 4d6!
That's pretty strong.
I don't know if I could use a Javelin though.
Well, you can sell it then. Oh, that's what you got.
Alright, so Vekni is going to, after
How
she...
much time would you say has passed? I'm sorry.
I mean, are you fucking around with the items or?
Just grab them and go.
I guess 50 seconds.
Has passed already?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we just leave.
All right, you run out.
Well, how does the spell work? Are they blind and not see us when we run in there? They're incapacitated, I don't know.
I think they would still see you.
Yeah, so Vekni is on her way out. She's going to pull out 4 sticks of dynamite, shove them in both their pants, light them with her lighter or whatever the fuck it is, and then fucking book it.
How many dynamites do you have left after that?
1.
All right.
Because I left 15 at the armor, and I still have 1.
So as you run out, the time that 1 minute about expires, and you hear, and you hear like a bunch of commotion, like they're like those large creatures that you saw are getting up, turning to try to come after you, and then boom! You hear this loud explosion, and then you hear like some dust settle, and then you hear nothing.
Do I need to roll damage, or are you just gonna call him dead?
I mean, how much damage does the stick of dynamite do?
3d6.
Would you say that they're still incapacitated when this happens?
No, they had gotten their faculties back. 3d6.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
How many dynamites did you do each?
Does the roof of the sewer collapse on top of
2
it?
each.
No.
So let's see. Character can
2 each?
snakes together. So they
Roll damage for both. And we'll
each
see. We'll see
stick
if they
increases.
survive.
So it's 4d6 each, and they would be hit by each other's dynamite because they're within range.
Oh, still roll the damage. I just want
That's
to make.
fucking nuts.
I want to make sure that they're
So they
dead.
both take the same damage from the other.
So the way it works is
That's
that 1 stick of dynamite is 3d6. If you add another, it's 1d6 on top of that. And the range goes from 5 feet to 10 feet. So they're within a doorway. They're within 10 feet.
So what's the damage?
So that's
How many total Ds is it?
These nuts.
that is 8d6. No, yeah, 8d6. Hold on, I'll do it.
Well, if I were to roll, it would have been 30 damage.
That would not have killed either of them.
All right, 30.
So you hear that, and then you hear. It sounds like you hear gurgling. It sounds like they're still alive.
Damn, that didn't kill him. That's some bad rolls.
Did not
6, 2, 6, 5, 2, 2. Vekni will run to the end of the hallway and draw her bow and wait for them to come out the door. The building didn't collapse on them?
No, it did not. All right, so you're waiting for them to come out out into the hallway. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna do theory of the mind because I don't have terrain for them coming into the hallway. So you see that large, fleshy creature walk out, and you see the orc come out, and you can roll priority. How far down the hallway would you say?
How far is the hallway?
Short. 5, 10, 20 feet total would be the absolute farthest.
Then
Initiative's at 20.
to the end and turn around.
I rolled a 17 plus 3.
Do I get a shot off before they come out? Because I said I was waiting for them.
You do. Which one do you attack?
Whichever one came out first.
You did 30 damage to each.
Yep.
You look injured?
The orc appears very hurt. The fleshy-looking creature looks hurt, but not nearly as bad as the orc. All right, so you can do your attack. And which one you said you were shooting at?
Which one came through the door first?
The orc.
Then that one. Okay. Damn it. 19 plus 8. I wish it was
19 plus 8. That's a hit.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
That's not D8, stupid. Where's my D8? This. 11 piercing.
On the orc?
Mm-hmm.
He looks really fucked up.
Okay.
Okay.
And she'll turn her back around the corner of the wall, and then she
To the left or to the right?
left, I guess, because she's right-handed. So
Sorin's up.
I'm going to cast Cautious Minded
All right.
on that question that will be.
Okay, what does that have to do?
I think it's a intelligence save 15.
Oh, no.
Has it got negative?
Yeah, big time. Fail.
I think it's a. Let me just double check it. I have it up.
I mean,
Yeah, it is.
he has a 9, so.
Okay, so yeah, he takes 3d6, which is a total of 9, 10, 11
Okay.
psychic damage.
Okay.
And on its next turn, it can only move, use an action, or use a bonus action.
Oh, no.
One of the three. It doesn't get.
Oh, no.
And it's pretty, like a few feet away from us, right?
It's 20 feet away.
Yeah. So it can only move to us and then end its turn. Use an
And you're
action.
down the hallway from it?
Yeah.
The orc charges towards Sorin since Vekni hit around the corner.
I'm fucked up. I would have been downed.
And he with his great axe, he tries to attack you.
My AC is 16.
It swings twice. 11 plus 17.
I'm going to use my reaction. Cast shield. Gives me a +5 from AC.
What?
His
Cat shield.
Cast shield.
Oh.
Reaction.
Oh, so then he
Did
misses.
you just go cat shield?
And his second attack was a crit fail. So,
Roll it.
I don't roll like you guys. So I rolled D4 on the crit fail,
Use that spell.
which was a 3. So he falls prone.
Nice.
And he used enough of his movement to get to you where he cannot get up. And the other creature goes, and he's gonna pull, since he can't move, he's gonna pull out a javelin and throw it at Sorin.
AC is 21.
I love shield.
19 plus 6. Hit.
It doesn't have a javelin now anymore, right?
How many does it have? Seems like it just has 1. So 6 plus. So it hits you for a total of 10 piercing. And that's its turn. We go to Vekni.
Oh. So there's a orc laying on the ground in front of Sorin?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Alright, so Vekni's going
And it
to
appears really hurt.
run over to that orc and I will jump in the air and come down with my knee towards its neck.
You get
Do I have advantage?
Pro.
And is every hit a crit?
Yes.
15.
Miss.
Oh. So he squirms and she gets up and she stomps down on him. 20.
Hit.
Not crit, but it is a crit. So, can I say that was my bonus action to unarmed strike him?
Didn't sound like it was.
Well, I'm asking if I can say it's my...
Change it?
What?
Not after you roll.
It's the same.
How many attacks and actions did you get?
I get just 2 attacks because I wanted to use my bow to shoot the creature. That's fine. So that
You
is...
can't do it after you already roll.
It'd be weird to split up your actions like that.
You can do that though.
I think if you pre-planned to do it, then I would have let you. But I think if you
So
roll first
6
and then go, oh, okay.
total. So it's 11 plus
Describe it.
6, 7. She just stomps down on the creature's neck, and
And then when that happens, when she snaps down his neck, blood kind of squirts at it and sore a little bit.
All right. That's fine.
and then she will do. Let's see. How far away is the other creature?
It's 20 feet away down the hallway.
And how badly hurt does he look?
Not nearly as bad as what we're It looks hurt, but not like terribly.
She pushes off her foot
It also
and
doesn't have any weapon in its hand anymore.
That's true.
why?
It threw his only javelin at it.
She'll backhand spring back into cover.
Sword.
Alright, I guess I'll just use Tasha's Mind Whip again.
All right.
Intelligence 15. So,
Come on, baby!
15.
yeah.
Fail. Fail by a lot.
Alright, so it takes 3d6 psychic, 13 damage.
So what?
Alright, and then on its next turn, it can only move or use an action or a bonus action, but only one of each.
It looks kind of befuddled,
Oh, that's not overpowered.
and it
You only use it once a day, so it's not that bad.
then it turns and it runs back into the room around the corner. Then Technic's turn.
nowhere. Where did he go?
It ran back into the room around the corner to the left.
To the left. And how wide is the doorway?
It's 5 feet across.
And he didn't look hurt?
He looked very hurt.
Now he looks very
He
hurt?
looks very hurt.
And it's 20 feet to get into the room?
20 feet away from where he was.
So
Yeah,
he's,
20 feet to the entrance of the room.
Fuck this thing.
and he's 20 feet in the room?
You don't know. He turned around the corner to the left.
Alright. I'll run to the 5 feet from the door. Can I see it?
Sorry?
I moved forward 5 feet from the door. Can I see it?
So you move 20 feet up.
Yeah.
You can see he's right to the left of you,
Okay.
looking at you.
Alright, then I will... Can I get behind him?
10 more feet of movement. You have 10 more feet?
I have 40 feet of movement.
So yes, you can.
Alright, so Vekni will run past him, get behind him, and I'll start swinging. That's advantage?
With
'cause I'm
advantage.
behind him. Crit 20.
Okay.
So that is 6 plus 11,
So
so
6 damage at least.
it's a minimum of 11.
Describe.
Vekni just runs, comes up behind him, and jumps on his back and just goes...
Oh shit! Snapped his fucking neck.
And the big doof just falls forward with Vekni riding him down.
Oh. 450 each.
Sweet. Vekni walks over to the girl. Is she awake or is she like passed out?
She has like a gash. Her legs are spread open, manacled, and she's chained to the walls.
Is she naked?
No.
I'll pull the gag out.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Do you know if there are keys for these manacles?
I think I think that ogre had the keys on him.
I'll search the ogre.
You find a pair of keys on him?
Alright, I'll unlock her and I'll point her back the way we came to get out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know if I can walk. She like climbs out from the table like painstakingly, and she can kind of stand like shakily.
I mean, we are on business down here. I can't help you at this time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Sure. Then she tells her again how to get out.
She's like kind of like limping out. You see, like there's like it looks like her clothing is like soiled, like she's been in the clothing for a while. There's like some stains that are brown, stains that are red, like blood maybe. Like
Sorin's gonna tell her to follow this familiar, and then we'll retrace the steps that they kind of went.
thank you.
Vekni's gonna search the ogre for anything else other than the keys.
He doesn't have anything else on him. He has his club.
Are we down here against time right now?
No, I don't think we have a time limit. They're looking for Prince Lorian, but they don't know where he is. They don't know how to get into him.
Do you think we can take a short rest? 1 hour? If you want.
Damn, I'll let it
It's
happen.
1 hour.
We could attempt it, but then what about Nicholas and his group? Well, they're not going to be trying to kill us.
Well, 2 of them are already trying to kill you.
Yeah, but that's because they wanted to get some kills under the belt. Yeah, I guess if we could take a rest.
Short rest?
I can recover spell slots. I can recover two first level spells or 1 second level spell.
Well, I'm pretty beat up, so I'm not going to say no. Yeah, so we'll do
And
that.
there's already kind of like beds there almost, right?
There's no beds, there's just the 2 tables.
Yeah, 2 tables.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to sleep. You just can't do anything.
Yeah. So you're not asleep.
No, you're awake. The short rest, you're awake. It's just like us sitting here, just not doing anything, just talking.
Alright, so we'll do that for an hour.
Sure. Joe, since you're ready to rest, roll a d20.
Okay.
You motherfucker, you.
5.
Okay.
Oh no! Can't take the mic off.
Is a javelin a simple weapon?
We're in a room with no escape. He's getting miniatures. Oh no! It was just an hour, Dan.
I told you all how that works in dungeons.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I'll let you roll for it.
It's all good.
You guys are resting on the tables?
Vekni's gonna rest on the opposite side of where the dead ogre is sitting, with her back against the wall.
Towards the entrance of the room.
Yeah. So if somebody walks in,
Somebody?
So I can recover 2.
you're not recovering anything.
Well, does the hour get interrupted?
Oh yes, your hour's getting interrupted. Give me your miniatures.
And watch.
And Sorin, beware.
Okay.
The Vekni would be by the entrance.
Yep. It's probably Nicholas and his guys.
I mean, can't you see what's there?
Well, I don't know if they're in the room.
You hear this
Oh,
sound.
I didn't see. Yeah, I guess.
And you hear this like splashing while you guys are like trying to relax and resting. Because again, there's the water in the middle of those corridors has the water in the middle. It's splashing, and you see a crocodile appear. It looks really hungry.
You can molder at the door.
Or just drop it on top.
It is way bigger than 5 feet.
Oh shit.
It is big. It is a giant crocodile. It is very large.
Giant
It is a
crocodile.
giant. It is fucking huge. It looks pissed off.
Oh no!
hungry,
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
insatiable. Am I kidding me? No, I told you guys how this was gonna work in Dungeons. I told you.
There's a giant dead
How
ogre
do you roll
next to
for
us.
it? How do you roll for it? Roll priority, because it's coming right at you guys. That's us.
Crit 20.
Yeah.
So 25.
I'm at 14 on.
Vekni. You're right, kind of basically right next to it.
Are we within range or am I...
It looks like you're 10 feet away from what was saying.
Does it look like it noticed where I am? I put this thing for the dead ogre to be there in case he wants to eat it. She jumps to her feet and she's like, what the fuck? And she grabs her whip and onto the side of the crocodile's face.
Roll an attack.
16.
Hit.
11 slashing or piercing. Piercing. No, slashing.
Alright.
Okay, attack number 2. 23.
Hit.
That is 7 piercing or slashing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I don't want to get close to it for a bonus action, so I'm going to run around away from it and hide here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Looks pissed off.
6, 7, and now I'm behind the giant ogre's body.
Sword.
Gonna cast.
It's really big. It's a huge size.
Huge.
Huge.
I'm gonna cast Call of Sphere on this thing.
Alright.
Wisdom saving throw 15.
Failed.
Okay, so now it's afraid of me. So essentially, what happens is that the crocodile is going to see the images of my familiar, like there's an owl kind of like in its eyes. It's almost like the owl itself is like trying to claw its eyes out, but it's just an image of this, and because of this, the crocodile is now afraid.
How long does that last?
1 minute.
Do I have to make saves and stuff on my turn?
So it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay.
But that's at the end of its turns. So while it is frightened,
So it's gonna flop into the water, and it has a swim speed, and it's gonna
But how deep is the water?
shallow. It's very like
But how's it gonna swim?
it's gonna flop into the water, and it's gonna fucking wriggle around, and it's gonna fucking jet itself out of the room. And then you said the end of its turn. Wisdom,
It
15.
has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. So it has disadvantage on this as well.
Wisdom 15.
Yes.
I bet you that thing hits really hard.
Pass.
On both. It has a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
I did
Ability
a
check
save.
isn't a saving throw. Is it?
No.
No.
I did a wisdom save.
Alright, so did it use all of its movement?
Yeah, it's the end of its
It
turn.
used
You
all
can't
this-
do
You can't
anything
see
else.
it. It's gone. But you're still in priority.
Vekni will, in front of the door, she'll start moving her hands, trying to form all that mucky water into a 5x5 cube of ice in front of the door.
How's the physics of ice work? If it is like attacked.
I don't know how ice works. I don't know
Alright.
if there's physics. It's a
Sword.
5 foot thick by 5 foot wide piece of ice. It's probably pretty tough.
So we don't know where this thing is.
You can't see it from where you are.
And I will, well,
And the doorway is 5 feet, so it will block the door.
I'll draw my bow and move over to the other table. So if I see its head poke up, I'll be able to pop shot it.
So I don't need to see this thing. But is it within 60 feet of me?
Do you need to see it to know that?
So it says casting time 1 action, range is 60 feet. Components is big visual. I don't know.
You cannot see it currently.
I cannot see it. I'm gonna use my minor illusion, and on the side of the ice closest to the alligator, wherever it may or may not be, I'm going to put a picture. I'm going to create an image of the owl that it saw in its mind on the side of the ice.
Okay. You can see there's a commotion behind the ice, and you can kind of see that the crocodile's probably like right behind it. It's not like attacking the ice; it's just like kind of there.
Is it big enough to its back is sticking up over it?
I would say it would have 3/4 cover. Like, if we're going to talk about mechanics.
Sure.
So 3/4 cover, I believe, is a +5 AC.
Can we see it now, though?
You can see like it's like parts of it, like it's behind. So the doorway is only 5
Like
feet.
the tip of the tail comes.
Yeah, like only see like a little bit of it.
Does cover count for melee attacks, or just range?
I don't think you can have cover behind a melee. If you're melee range, you're in melee range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you- I mean, if
Because
you
I have
walk-
10
if you
foot.
walk up-
I have 10-foot reach with my whip.
Like if
Yeah, but how are you doing that with the ice there? The barrier.
I
Yeah,
walk
I
right
don't-
up to the
I don't
ice. I
think
can
you
look
can.
over it.
I don't
It's
think
just
you
like walking up to the table and looking over it.
how tall is the ice?
5 foot.
So the ice is as tall as you.
5'3".
And how long was the reach on that?
10 feet.
I'll give you the 3/4 cover if you want to try to whip it.
You'll give. What do you mean?
If you want to try to whip it from the 10 feet away, you
He's
can
going to up its AC.
you could do the 3/4 cover. So you
Oh,
can
then
plus-
I'll use my bow because it does more damage.
Okay, so it's 3/4 cover.
Yeah, because if that's the case, your hit is a hit no matter what. Makes sense.
And I'll bonus action Kensai shot.
Sure.
19 plus 8,
Hit.
27. Where's my D8 and D4?
Jesus Christ. You don't have disadvantage with 3/4 cover, right?
No, it's a +5 to AC. How much more disadvantage do you need?
You hit it by a lot, so.
So that's 15 piercing.
Okay.
Second attack.
So we're going to take a short rest after this now, right?
You have to roll again.
I missed. This is D4.
Okay.
I mean a 4.
That does not hit.
Yeah, no.
As soon as my turn now?
Sorin's turn.
Alright, my sliver, now I can see it.
You can see it, yeah. So all you have to do is be able to see it, and you can do
Alright,
it.
so it has to make a DC intelligence 15.
Pass.
Ugh. Alright, well, it takes no damage, and my turn ends.
So Vekni, you're still 10 feet away from it?
No, I'm not. I cast my bow. I'm across the room.
And it kind of like walks away. And you get in priority if you're not going to chase it. It's not going to come back.
Was it? Nah, probably wasn't hurt too bad.
That you were able to tell though.
Jesus Christ. They weren't kidding. It was just dangerous down here. So Vekni will walk over again and gather any more water and stack another 5-foot cube on top of this one, blocking
Can
it.
you do that?
Mhm. I can have 2 at one time.
Okay, sure. So then it goes all the way to the ceiling.
Well, he does that. Well, she does that on the side. So on the other side of the ice barrier, I'm going to cast Mold Earth twice. And we'll dig a 10-foot drop down there in front of the ice.
How long is that? It's just there, right? It doesn't go away.
Yeah,
All
until I
right.
get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, the ice will be there until it melts or I move it.
Okay.
And the hole will be there until I get rid of the hole.
All right.
I can go through stone as well. So it's 10 feet down and 10 feet up.
That's such a powerful cantrip. Because you're on a wall and you're like, shit, I need to get in here. Store.
Throughout the hour of your rest, you hear in the distance.
It says if you
Farther
cast
far
the
away.
spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous.
Why wouldn't you be able to keep doing it?
Always that reason. Dig a hole to the center of the room.
I remember you were just burying dogs.
Yeah, no, you can do it, but it's not like the ground doesn't just fill in.
You just keep hearing. That's like kind of far off. And then you guys are just taking your short rest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so the rest of your short, you're not gonna roll again, the rest of your short rest goes by. So we're back with some more Power Word Nerd Dungeons and Dragons action. We left off last time with a little bit of a dungeon crawl, and Vekni and Sorin just battled an ogre and an orc and defeated them with dynamite and some combat tricks. And how did you get dynamite?
No,
Gotta love dynamite.
I think you said you have one left. And you guys are right outside of that room where you fought the orc and the ogre. If you're facing the exit of the room, if you go left, you go back towards the way you came. If you go right, you go to an area you haven't been to yet. But you didn't explore the full way going left anyway. So.
Yeah. We have a really terrible map.
You were given a terrible map by Triant. Yes.
I don't know where that map is.
Well, it wasn't trying very hard to fucking draw that thing. I'll tell you what.
And his girlfriend was the princess.
That's gross.
Princess Tyraz.
Yes. He wrote me a very inappropriate note.
Hey, big boy.
She could have just wrote it normal, and I still would have won.
Well,
Coming down the path, we came to this place,
yeah,
and we turned right into there.
it's correct. There was a wooden sign. It said like women, gold, something else.
Yeah.
And then if we look to the other way,
That woman, yeah, no, we let her out.
yeah, and you,
Yeah,
your
she
familiar-
left.
Yeah, we freed
Your
her.
familiar guided her out.
Yeah.
Was there any other path coming from? If we're standing out facing the left, the way we came, there's nothing else to go. We had to make this turn.
No, it's not true.
Okay.
When you first entered this dungeon, when you entered these sewers, you got to there was a portion at the end of this hallway where you could have went left or right. You went right, and that's what brought you to the area that you got to, and then you made another right. You never went left, so you could have went that
I
way.
used our familiar and
Yeah,
went
that's
left,
right. All right.
and it went as far as it can go. and
You
it
did.
fell.
And yeah. And any sign of a crocodile?
No, you stopped hearing it at some point during your rest. Because remember you put up an ice wall and you started beating on it, and it like kind of ran away.
You're intelligent like that.
I mean, you're beating on it, and it couldn't do anything. So, is it just gonna stay there? Would an animal just stay there and let you kill it?
Crocodile, probably.
Oh, it didn't. It left.
I'm gonna send my familiar back down.
Same way.
No, so if we come out of that room, to like go north, I guess. In that,
Right, so if we walk out of that room, if we
Make
go
it right.
right, is
Yeah.
the way we haven't been.
Yes.
Left is where we came.
yes, so right.
Okay. 30 feet or so, you get to a wall, and you could go left.
Okay. I'll go left.
This hallway stretches straight for about 80 feet, and at the end you can go left.
It's where the familiar stops.
Okay. And there wasn't anything. You can hear and stuff, right? You just hear the water dripping. You see there's that in the middle of the floor. There's like a very small bit of water on the ground, like slushy, like
Okay.
what's a good word for it? Stagnant water.
So I'll blip into its eyes, see what it sees, come back and tell it back to me.
In this room with the ogres, was there another door?
No. There were chests which you opened. Do you have to attune to that javelin thing?
I don't know. Check.
I would assume you do. Smash light, right?
Probably. I think you can only use it once a day too. So that's actually using up one of your attunements. That's kind of like not that great actually. If
Unattuned to something.
Yeah, I don't have anything attuned to it. Nope, does not need to be attuned.
really, well, it makes it better. Just straight
It
up.
only
good.
has one charge. So it's not an extremely strong, potent weapon.
Come in useful.
Yeah, but it's not like you were saying it's so overpowered. It's one hit.
How much does it do?
4d6 lightning.
That's pretty.
1d6 plus 5.
That's pretty good.
It's strong. for
That's
a
pretty
one
good.
hit,
It's a nice alpha strike you could do.
Yeah. And it does. It sends a bolt. That's a javelin and magic weapon. When you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a 5-foot wide that extends out from you to the target within 120 feet each.
So you're gonna throw it?
Yeah.
You gotta say a command word.
Each creature
Yeah, whatever he
in
wants.
the line, excluding you and the target, make a DC 13 Dex saving throw taking 4d6 lightning damage. Oh, actually, that's really strong. So I just aim for the guy in the back.
Yeah, everyone in a straight line gets it.
Oh, it's everything?
One big straight line.
Oh.
Yeah, everything that's within 5 feet takes 4d6 damage.
How
So
far
if
do you
there's a
throw
cluster of people, then you can hit them all.
Yep,
it? How far do you throw it?
120 feet.
What do you think? You think we should head back or continue on this path?
If you look at the map, this is the shitty map that we drew. I added this. But this doesn't make sense because at the end of this hallway it turns left. This has to go right. And this part wasn't here on the map.
Maybe there is a secret door there we are unaware of.
It's possible. But why would there be secret doors in the sewer?
Well, we were told that there's a door in here that we have to knock 18 times.
You remembered.
I remembered. 18 is the number, not 17, not 19. And then there's a magical phrase. Don't ask me what that is.
Long live the king whose name is Lorian.
Yep.
I mean, there's potential since there is this CLAD group. They might have made some kind of secret doors or whatever.
So let's head down this way, and Vekni will just drag her hand along the wall as they're walking. See if she notices any shift in the stone.
So you get all the way to where the owl was. So you make the left, and then you get to where there's another left. You look straight down, and you're in another long hallway, probably a little bit longer than the last one. I'd say about 120 feet down. You can see that it goes.
I'm going to send my owl down 100.
As it goes down, about 70 feet down, there's a turn to the right. And then if you keep going, you can see that the hallway stops and turns to the left.
So I'll blip in, see all that stuff it sees, blip back out, and tell Vekni.
I guess we just keep going.
I guess so.
Is there any signs that there's been people down here? Like, or any signs of that fucking gator that's running around? So we gotta keep an eye out for that thing, too.
You should roll a tracking, probably survival would be better.
Yeah.
So let's do a survival roll. You see, because there's not really mud or dirt or anything like that, it's gonna be a high roll of 18. Oh, okay. So you couldn't tell.
Great one.
I'm at the end.
Because again, it's just there's no mud, there's no dirt. It would be difficult. So you guys are like looking, trying to see if you could tell if the gator went this way, and you can't tell.
Yeah, it's too much poopy water.
Yeah.
We're just going to make sure there's a
I'll look down
ranking
the right way when we get to it.
All right. So you traveled the 70 feet or so.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
You look down to the right, and what you see a tiefling, a single tiefling, and he's standing with his back to this. It looks like an open door.
Mm-hmm.
In like it's like an actual like room. It's not a huge room.
Hello?
There is a surprisingly, considering the way that this place has been so far, there's a surprisingly tall ceiling. It's about 35 feet up in this little tiny room that this tiefling's in.
Hello?
The tiefling, he's wearing orange and yellow. He's dressed like one of those Forte Assassination Squad tieflings.
Mm-hmm.
And you somewhat recognize him. He's not Nicholas, but you remember seeing him at the gambling table.
And he's standing in front of a door.
Like the length of the room is at 30 feet, so you can make out his facial expression. He looks kind of bored. I would say it doesn't look like he's standing guard. He's just kind of like his shoulders are kind of slumped.
And how far away is he?
About 30 feet.
Has he noticed us?
No, he's not like looking in your direction. He's kind of like looking at the wall, like
Is there lights on in the room?
just the dim torchlight that's been throughout the sewers.
Can I hear anybody talking or moving around?
No, but you do notice one thing. You notice in the room, a little bit over to the right, there is an animal corpse, a large, deceased, giant crocodile.
Okay. Vekni will walk up to him.
Okay.
And she says, hello there. You guys left without us.
He looks over to you. Oh, it's you. Fucking bored down here.
I guess you have had no luck finding the CLAD crew.
Can't find these CLAD guys anywhere. I just want to kill stuff.
Well, it looks like you killed something.
It was weak. He looks at you and looks you up and down. He goes, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but when you do find Nicholas and the rest of them, they plan to kill you.
Oh, well, why would they want to kill us?
I don't know, something happened last night, and the leadership, the Vigor leadership, they're all pissed off, and they're suspicious of everybody, and they're ready to crack down on everybody in the city. So he was planning on ambushing you up ahead. He's this way, back that way. He's going to ambush you.
Well, why are you telling us this?
Well, I'm telling you because it really doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
I'm bored. I want to fight and kill something. You're right here. Let's test your mettle. What do you say?
Are you saying you want to fight us?
Yeah.
2 vs 1?
I'll tell you this. After Nicholas, I'm the strongest in the assassination squad. It's me than him.
Well, why don't you fight Nicholas and take his spot?
I already know I'm weaker than he is.
Well, then why don't you join us, and we'll help you take him out.
What's the point of that? If I need your help to beat him, I'm not stronger than him.
Of course, but then if he's gone, there's no one to contest you.
I have too much pride to do something like that.
As an assassin, you have too much pride to sneak up on someone and kill them?
Roll a persuasion. Your DC is 18.
$19 plus whatever persuasion is.
He says, "Yeah, I mean, I would like to be in charge of the assassination squad. My name's Salvatore, by the way." And he holds out his hand.
She does the wrist grab handshake, and she goes, "I am Vekni, I'm sure you knew that from the other night."
I'm not down to help you kill him, but if I was to let you go by and somehow you managed to take him out, I guess that's fine. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to killing you, but I'm kind of interested to see how you do against Nicholas.
How many guards or how many of your other members are with Nicholas?
Well, Nicholas is there with 2 others, and then the 2 new guys are back the way you came. Did you see them by any chance?
Was they sent to kill us too?
I don't think they were told what the plan was.
Well, they did attempt to,
Oh, they attacked you? You beat them?
of course.
They're the weakest in our squad, so I'm not that surprised that you were able to beat them.
Yeah, they were
really weak.
They were itching for a fight, and we brought the hammer down on them.
Good job.
I mean, you don't pick fights with people you don't know.
I do it all the time.
I mean,
But I'm not like them. I'm actually strong.
if you're not, yeah. What I'm saying is, if you don't know anything about your enemy, you don't always stand a good chance. We were able to take them both out with relative ease.
He tries to lean towards your like your neck with his head.
Okay. She, like, gives like a wary eye, but doesn't move.
He whispers, "Nicholas likes to use traps. If you're gonna try to take him on, be careful."
Oh, thank you for that knowledge too. Well, Salvatore, it would be good to see you at the top.
Appreciate that.
Now, with the other 2 that are with Nicholas, if we take Nicholas out, would they stop or would they continue? Do we have to take them out too?
I would say that they like to fight almost as much as I do. So if you were to get in a fight with Nicholas and kill him, they'd probably go down to the last man. I would expect them not to flee.
Okay. There's an assassin guard or assassination guild guy named Salvatore, and he says that Nicholas was planning on ambushing us.
Nicholas is.
The lead assassin guy.
Well, it makes sense now that the other 2 people of the guild
Yeah.
have attacked us.
He said they didn't know about the plan, but it makes sense. Yeah. And I convinced him to not fight us right now. because he wants to be in charge of the assassin group, and if we kill Nicholas, he would be in charge because he's second in command. He's not strong enough to kill. He also warned us that Nicholas likes to set traps, so we gotta be have our eyes out for traps.
That's not for traps. Got it.
Yeah. So.
What's the name of this guild?
They're just the Forte Assassination Squad.
Forte Assassination. Okay.
And did you case this crocodile by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Didn't even touch me.
He caught a crocodile?
He killed the crocodile. Is it the one that we were fighting?
Roll of nature.
Well, let me ask you, is there an arrow sticking out of its back?
Roll of nature. DC is 12.
Nope.
You can't tell.
How many of these gators are down in the sewer?
We've killed a couple of them. I'm sure there's more.
Boy, I wonder how the sewer workers get past these guys.
Well, from my understanding, they always have an armed escort. Because all the crocodiles and goblins and ogres and
Is
shit
this
like
guy by
that.
himself? Mm-hmm. And what kind of room are we in, like, right now? Is this some...
It's a room. It's this room. There's not really anything in it except there's a open door behind him. There's the dead crocodile, and you do notice that the roof is oddly tall. It's like 35 feet high, which is, you're in a sewer. The rest of it was just like really short. Mm-hmm. It was like what did I say, 15 feet or 12 feet, whatever I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like 35 feet, so it's like a really tall room.
And what's his name?
Salvatore.
So Salvatore, you want us to dispose of Nicholas, correct?
I don't really. I mean, it would be good for me if you did it. I don't really dislike him. He's a pretty good leader. He's good at killing. Mm-hmm. But if you guys were to kill him, it's fine.
Yeah. And then,
I'd be impressed to see he's strong. So if you guys do that, I'd be pretty impressed.
and that would make you leader of the guild?
Yep.
And Salvatore, if I may ask, what would we get in return?
I'm not gonna give you a reward.
No, there's something of a reward that I'm looking for.
Well, this is what I can do for you, I guess. In the future, if there's a hit put on you guys, I'll give you a heads up before I kill you.
Well, that's always good to have a little forewarning. Now, how about if we were to kill Nicholas, would you be able to call out the other two so you don't have to kill them?
It would have
No, they don't take. No, they wouldn't take my command immediately like that.
Aren't you second in charge?
I'm the second strongest.
Okay.
So who's second in charge?
Just the command is Nicholas.
It is a small group.
Our entire group is in the sewer right now, and apparently you guys killed 2 of them. So
Yes, they picked a fight they couldn't finish.
they were new, they were weak.
Vekni makes a good point, though. If we kill all of your group, then you'd be the only one left.
I could just remake the squad. The only ones that are actually really, truly strong are me and Nicholas.
I can see you're far surpassed the abilities of this crocodile here.
It didn't even touch me.
So, how long have you been down here in the sewers?
Since noon?
Since when?
Noon.
Noon.
So you've never been here before?
No, I've never been down here before. We just got the mission to find the CLAD guys. Other Forte people have been down here looking for them, but I've never been here before.
Which way did you come from? I see that there is an open door behind you. Is that where you came from?
No, that's where Nicholas and his men went.
Oh.
No, I haven't been down that way yet. I've been bored. It's boring down here.
Yeah.
I think that guy, Sir Deej, is down here too, running around.
Why does that sound familiar?
I mean, there's a lot of people we meet. I know.
You never met him.
I know. We know
That
name
was
now.
the boyfriend of the guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was jealous that Sir Galloway caught Lord Henry, so he wanted to prove himself and find the CLAD guys. So he's been down there every day trying to find them since that happened.
Well, after we leave you, what are your plans to do down here?
Well, I guess I'll keep looking for the CLAD guys. Try to get some, some clout and some awards for catching them. The mayor would be really happy if I could find them. And if I'm the only one left and I find them, all the rewards will go to me. That could be pretty cool.
Well, we were promised 10%.
Yeah, Nicholas promised you that. Yeah. If you help me kill the CLAD guys, I'll give you 10%. Sure.
So, which ways have you explored so far?
We came straight.
He's under the impression we want to kill the CLAD guys too, right? Okay.
We came through the entrance, walking down the hallways. We had this crude map that we were given by Sir Deej, because we saw him near the entrance, and it led us down here. But it's been boring. I haven't seen anything.
Who gave us this map? It wasn't Sir Deej, right?
Tyrant.
What does your map look like?
Nicholas has it, but it's pretty detailed, leading us to like the various locations in the sewer. But
And you said Nicholas went through that door.
yeah,
Do you think it would be beneficial that we track him down before he tracks us down?
Well, that means he was going to kill us anyway. So probably. He wouldn't expect us to come behind him. So he left Salvatore here to stop us.
he definitely wouldn't think you guys could beat me, and you wouldn't have. I would have killed you.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you be interested in,
I already asked him to help us.
well,
He says he doesn't want to have anything to do with killing Nicholas.
I would kill him one-on-one. To join with you guys and fight him like that, like that's not. I don't want to do that.
Well, then why didn't you fight Nicholas and we'll take the other two?
I already know I'm weaker than him.
do we go through the door?
Of course. What kind of traps does Nicholas like to set?
He likes to use tripwires, pitfalls, falling nets. He's this weird trap he sets up where him and his men, they quickly weaken the ceiling, and then they put these wooden beams up, and they try to entice people to touch the beams, and if they do, the ceiling falls on them. Stuff that shoots acid. He sets up...
How does that work? He puts up beams and is like, hey boy, hit the beam.
Press here.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are laughing, but you won't be laughing if you fall for it.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how that works.
He's very creative. One of I would say his second favorite thing in the world after killing people is setting up traps for people so that the traps kill them. He loves to kill.
Oh, I see that.
He stays up at night and just like comes up with plans and diagrams and just different mechanisms he can come up with just to set up traps for people. He really gets a kick out of it. So good luck.
Yeah. Good luck. How many men are with him?
There's only two others that are still left alive.
All right. We'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks.
If you fail,
There's no skin off your back.
doesn't really matter. If you ask me about it, I'll just say I never saw you.
That's fine.
If you kill him, then that's fine too.
Okay. That's it. See you later.
See you.
So Vekni will walk past him and give him a little smirk and keep going.
You walk through the door, and there's a little hallway that goes about 40 feet, and then turns to the right.
Yeah, none of this is on this map. Well, I guess use your bird to see if she finds any traps or...
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So it's trying to search for traps?
Not necessarily, but it does have keen hearing and keen sight. So essentially all that really means is just he has like advantage. The owl has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing and sight.
Okay.
And he has a passive perception of 13 as well.
Okay. It hears water dripping. It makes that right that I spoke of. And there's this huge hallway about I'd say about 180 feet down. It goes all the way down about 180 feet. And how far can he see?
Well, he can only travel 100 feet, and he has... I mean, it doesn't say how far he can see.
Well, he has superior dark vision, so he can see 120 feet.
120
Right?
feet?
He
Okay.
has superior dark vision?
So he could see all the way down the hallway then, if that's the case.
Oh, dark vision, 120 feet.
Okay.
So he can go 100 feet from me for the spell, and then he can see an additional 120 feet.
Taking the right and then going as far as he can go. And again, it's about 180 feet, or 160 feet, the hallway. About 50 feet down, there's a door on the right. Another 50 feet past that, there's another door on the right. Both closed doors. And then all the way down the rest of the hallway ends, and then you can turn right.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so on the return back, I'm going to have the owl kind of like scan the ground a little bit.
Roll an investigation.
Investigation is intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
He has a -4 to intelligence.
How? You're a wizard.
It's the owl.
Oh, but are you looking through his eyes?
Didn't say I was. Alright, so I'm going to roll d20 -4, but he has advantage.
Okay.
So he rolled a 13 -4.
So 9.
9.
The owl does not observe any traps.
Okay. So yeah, he comes back to me.
Okay.
And then I tell Vekni what I say.
Okay, so I guess we'll keep going.
But you and I will be very cautious.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
For sure.
So you come to that, you make the right, and then you keep going, you come to that first door on the right.
Okay. Is the door just solid wood?
It's a wooden door. And it's like kind of waterlogged. And like old, like kind of rotting.
Let me see if it's locked.
You grab the handle and turn, and it turns.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like put my hand up on the door like this and like keep the knob like held open.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to push it softly.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
The room is pitch black.
Great. So, with that being said, I'll use my owl, and I'll see through it now.
Okay. You see a room, and you see these old, dusty. They look like work uniforms with like suspenders. They're hung up on the walls. You see tools, rusty wrenches and hammers and whatnot, just again on the walls. Like it's some kind of like a supply closet or something like that. It's a very small room. It's like a 10 by 10. It's small.
Do I see any books or papers or anything? Any kind of desks?
Nothing like that. No desks.
Any maps or anything of the store?
You don't see any paper of any kind.
Anything like on the walls, painted?
No.
Can I go and check the pockets of the uniforms?
Yeah. Roll investigation.
There's a crit 20 plus 7. 27.
A crit 20.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You find a minor healing potion and 100 gold.
Noise.
Minor healing potion.
Oh, I'm sorry. You also found 2 pieces of iron ore.
Or what?
Iron ore.
Or what? Oh, I'm adorable. I'm just gonna be watching out while he's doing his snooping through pockets.
Some gear.
Gear, yeah.
So 100 gold, potion of healing, and 2 pieces of iron ore.
Ah, potion of healing. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. You want to check out the other door?
There's another door?
Yes. There's 2 doors.
Yep.
Above.
50 feet ahead, there's another door on the right.
Alright. Is the door in the same dilapidated condition?
It looks pretty much the same.
Alright, so I'll slowly make my way that way, looking out for traps.
Okay. Nothing there that you... roll an investigation.
8.
Yeah, there's nothing there that you observe.
Okay. It's So I'll go up to the door and I will carefully open it.
Okay. It's pitch black. You have dark vision, right?
I do.
So you see in the back of the room, there are dust. It's like dusty. You see these work uniforms hung up on the walls. There's old tools, rusty, hung up on the walls. You see like some like construction materials on the ground, like they were just left there discarded. They're dusty. That's all in the back of the room. In the more middle of the room, there are these wooden beams that are placed. They don't appear to serve any purpose. They're just placed in on the floor, reaching up to the ceiling. There's 8 of them, and they're all across like the middle of the room. There's spaces in between them though. They seem like we randomly arranged.
These might be some of those traps that Salvatore spoke of. Perhaps we stay away from these beams.
Mm-hmm.
How far spaced are these beams?
They're close. They're far enough away where you could fit through. They're close enough where you would have to like angle your body to get through. It's a very small room, just like the other room.
It's not worth it. So I will sigh or turn and just keep heading down the hallway. I'm not going to go in that room.
Okay. All right. So you get to the end of the hall and you could turn right.
Peek my head around the corner.
You have about a 70-foot hallway, and then it gets to the end. There's a door.
Is there still the running water on the ground?
Yep.
All right. So do we notice any change in the water flow?
No.
Okay. I'll start making my way down the hallway slowly.
Okay. You get to the door, nothing happens.
Okay. Is there light emanating from underneath the door?
So in the hallway that you're in, it's just like the rest of the hallways where there's torches on the side, spaced out. It's very dim light, and you don't see any like bright light coming from under the door. But it's probably not pitch black either.
Okay. I'll crouch down. Is there a keyhole?
No.
All right. I'll just listen, see if I hear anything on the other side of the door.
Roll a perception.
Oh, that froze. Okay. All right. 23.
You hear voices speaking in a language that's not common or what languages do you speak?
Elvish, Undercommon, and Common.
Okay, so they're speaking the language that you don't know. 3 voices.
I'm going to begin to cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual.
You're going to stay here for 11 minutes?
It's 1 action in 10 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to sit here for 10 minutes?
You can do that. I will say, about a minute into you doing that, the voices stop.
Okay.
You can still do it.
Yeah, I'll still do it. It lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Did we hear, when the voices stopped, did we hear like footsteps or anything heading away or doing something? Did we hear movement?
What's your passive perception?
Well, my perception roll was a 23.
What's your
My
passive? What's your passive?
is 16.
You don't hear it. You don't hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does 10 minutes pass?
Yep.
Okay.
Vekni will slowly open the door.
You open the door, and you see dim light. It's this fairly large room. I'd say the largest room you've seen so far in the sewers. It's still not like a giant room, but it's wider than what you've seen. It's filled with cobwebs. There's cobwebs on the ceiling. There's cobwebs on the floor. There's cobwebs all over.
Does it look like the cobwebs were disturbed?
Yes.
Okay. And is there another door, or is this the hallway?
There's a door at the end.
And there's no one in the room at the time?
Roll perception. Well, the door at the end is open, by the way.
15.
It's an open door.
It's open door.
Your DC, all right, 15. Okay. So you observe that mixed in with in the center of the room, mixed in with the cobwebs, there's this very thin, I guess you could say like wire, and it's stretching from one side of the room to the other, and it's about ankle height. You also notice that there's something that appears to be hidden in the cobwebs in the middle of the room, above where this wire is, and there's something suspended up there, kind of something mechanical.
It looks like I found one of Nicholas's traps.
It's a good eye you have there. So we're just gonna try and walk over the wire, right?
I guess. Well, we could activate the trap and see if they enter the room to see if they hit something.
Could do that. Investigating the wire, where does it look like the wire is attached to? What kind of
The walls
The walls.
on both sides.
So I can use mold earth on the point of where it is over there, and flip out 5 feet of stone to kind of drop the wire. So, and that's easy enough. We can stand back far enough. And you want to take any kind of ready actions?
I'll pull my bow and keep my bow trained on the far door.
So I'm gonna step into I'm gonna back out of where we were initially kind of came in from,
Okay.
right? And kind of like stand underneath where the doorway is to this room,
Yeah.
right? And then where are you gonna stand?
Outside
what this does.
outside the door, but like leaning
So
in.
you'll be behind me.
So I'll have cover from
Me?
anything. Yeah.
So you're both outside the door then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as I'll use my cantrip mold earth and flip out 5 feet of stone.
From like the left side or the right side, or
Doesn't matter.
so you do that, and you hear this. You see that the wire goes limp, and you hear this ching, and whatever that metal contraption was that was hidden in the webs, you see some kind of movement, and then this spool of wire comes down, falls a couple feet, and then spreads out, and it looks like this giant wire net, and it falls in the center of the room. And it's pretty wide. It's about like I'd say like probably like a 10 by 10, like around that size, so fairly wide.
Okay.
And it falls and lands in the center of the room.
Is there water in this room?
Yes.
All right. Vekni will quickly shape the water into like a form of a person curled up, and then freeze it and change the color.
What color you changed it to?
Your mother.
Like the same brownish black color tunic that she's wearing.
Okay. A couple moments later,
Hold on. How long are moments? Because I want to do something too.
you'd have seconds. So if you want to do something, you would have 6 seconds.
And
So
then
if you
I'll-
want to do something, you
I'll
can.
ready my action again to shoot if anything comes through that door.
Sure.
On the opposite side of the door, right at the beginning of it, I'm going to cast mold earth on the other side of the door, right? On the other side.
So the door across.
There's a door across, right? On the room side of that door, not the opposite of the room side.
Okay.
I'm going to use mold earth and drop a 5-foot pit there.
Put spikes at the bow.
I can't do that.
A 5-foot pit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so the few seconds go by, and you see figures start to like quickly move, trying to come through the doorway. Leading them, you see what looks to be a blue tiefling in this splendid orange armor, and you hear him start to say, "There you are! You desperate be quick!" And then he falls into the pit. The other 2 tieflings that were behind him, they stop,
Can I fire?
and you can, and they're like trying to help him out of the pit. Once you fire, is going to cause priority to start, but you can.
I mean, isn't that what we're here for?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Do we not, wait, hold on, do we know that these guys are bad?
They want to kill us.
Tieflings?
Yes. That's the Assassination Guild.
Is it?
Yep.
But how many guys are there?
You saw Nicholas, who you recognized, and 2 other tieflings who you also recognize from.
Oh, okay.
The
So you
tavern.
recognize these people?
You recognize them.
Okay. I mean, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So they bent down to try to help him out of the pit.
Oh, you know what?
Do you want to fire?
Vekni,
Yeah,
Vekni,
very thing.
thinks about it, and she puts her bow down, grabs the javelin, and fucking flings it at him.
Straight line, baby.
Speaking the word inscribed on the side.
They're all on the doors.
What is it? Ignis. And she throws it at one of the tieflings.
Yeah.
So
120 feet,
it turns into lightning and goes straight for one of the tieflings, and they're all gonna have to make a dex save.
I would say with what you did, you're going to get that opportunity to do that without them really having a chance to react.
Okay.
So, my priority. You don't have to whisper, I'm just saying.
It's coming. They're all right there.
They're gonna be so crispy.
So crispy.
We're gonna eat these tieflings.
Fired up.
Just let me throw that last stick of dynamite before you fireball. Technically, catch.
Nicholas is in the pit, but he's still within 5 feet of that first tiefling, so it would hit all of them. Mm-hmm. So what do they have to do?
Dex save of 13.
Nicholas probably get nice.
That's the 2 that aren't getting targeted.
Ooh, nice. Wait, what happened? Wait, what's that?
The 2 that aren't getting targeted have to make a dex save. The other one gets hit on a hit.
The other one just gets hit?
Well, yeah, because I threw it at him.
All right, so Nicholas and one of them, I'm sorry, no, I didn't roll for Nicholas. Hold on, sorry. One of them saved.
So your target, you just hit his AC, right? How does that work? I don't understand.
They both saved.
You still have to hit him with the attack. So the target still has to get hit, but everything in way has to make a dex save.
Gotcha.
So Nicholas and the one that didn't get hit, they both saved.
Did they take a half? Did they take half damage at least?
Yes.
Okay.
5, 2, 1.
Did you hit the other one? You said you have to hit the one, right?
Yeah, but this is the lightning damage.
Oh, and it's gonna happen no matter what.
Yeah, it's you get half the damage though. 5, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5, 5. So 13, reducing half lightning damage to the 2 that weren't targeted.
It's half rounded up, right? So it's still 7.
So 13 to Nicholas and one of the other ones?
Mm-hmm. And then the other one is going to take this.
So which one failed the check there?
4.
No one's failed any check.
Okay, so they all take 7 damage lightning.
17. No, the other one's going to take 17 lightning. And just
So one takes 7.
The 2 that weren't targeted take 7.
Okay.
The one that was targeted takes 17 plus
Jesus
11.
Christ.
It's a one and done spell, man.
All right.
So 17 plus 11.
So I will describe that the one that you initially hit, the javelin comes at him, hits him in the chest, he goes, "Whoa!" And he looks, and electricity crackles around his body, he looks fucked up. So you guys are both like here, right? Would you say the door's here?
Mm-hmm.
He's in a 5-foot pit. The guys that can move. 15, 20 behind tables, and they both using the tables as cover. They both chuck darts at you guys, or they both chuck darts at Sorin.
No, that's Sorin.
Yeah, it's good.
Current AC is 16.
Okay. All right, both hit.
Reaction cast shield plus 5 AC gives me to 21.
And that lasts a minute?
It lasts a round.
One round.
1 round. Okay.
Until, or I think it lasts until his turn.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a second attack at you, Sorin.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to hit you?
21.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
So when these darts kind of fly up, Soren's going to put up his hand and put out his wand, and this like barrier almost kind of fills up the door of magical energy, and they all kind of hit the barriers.
Wink, wink, wink.
Use the spell slot though.
Yes.
Alright. Vekni.
First level.
So what cover? How much cover do they have?
We'll give them half cover. And
And what is that? +2 or +3?
Half cover is a +2.
Okay, I can squeeze.
3/4 is a +5.
I can squeeze past Sorin, right? You can pass through a friendly's whatever space.
Yeah. You
Which
can.
one is the one that's badly fucked up?
We'll say the one on the left.
Okay, so she's gonna turn the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have 35 feet of movement.
I have 40 feet.
Oh, you did.
Oh, he'll be dead after this. So she runs behind him, quickly jumping over the table.
Which one's Nicholas?
That one.
No, that one's back. Okay.
So she runs and comes with a fucking haymaker to his ribs, trying to hit where the javelin hit.
Okay.
Did you want anything?
What?
Flanking?
20, yeah.
Flanking.
Oh. Yeah, 20 even.
Go ahead. Hit.
Six, 11 bludgeoning.
Did they come out here?
Yes.
So it was all just like active actual stuff?
No, no. Those are separate rooms that have nothing to do with what we're doing.
11 bludgeoning.
Describe.
She runs and she sees the blood and the burn on his chest and just boom, hits him with this giant haymaker, and he just goes, his heart stops and he just crumples over.
Cool. One down.
One down.
Vekni will. Oh, I don't have.
You have 5 feet of movement left, I believe.
And he's still in the hole?
Yes, he hasn't gone yet.
Alright, she's going to pull out the dynamite and just chuck it into the hole.
You can't take a separate so you can't. I don't think you can take a separate action because that's not an attack.
be a
That's-
bonus
that's-
action.
That'd be an
Can I
action.
use my bonus action for that?
You could throw a dagger as a bonus action. You can't throw dynamite.
What are the mechanics for the dynamite?
He's not lighting it.
I'm not lighting it, I'm just throwing it.
Fine.
So she throws it over into the pit with Nicholas.
Okay.
And then she will, as her second attack action... Oh, I'll throw a dart. I
Okay.
can do that too.
Yeah.
He probably has cover too, because he's in the hole.
He would have full cover.
Three-quarters.
He would have full cover.
Oh.
If it's a 5 foot hole, so.
Oh, then I
You
guess
got
I would throw it that one. I missed anyway.
Okay. Sorin.
All right. So
I think fireball's coming in.
it is. So first time. So I'm gonna cast fireball directly over him. It's a 20-foot radius.
Well, it's gonna hit them both, and then
Yeah.
the dynamite's gonna explode.
Yes.
So.
Well, that's the
So-
big idea.
Look up the mechanics for the dynamite while he's doing
Sure.
it. You might kill him with that.
So fireball is a Dex save 15.
All right, let's see if they pass. First guy, the weaker guy,
DC 15.
passed, and Nicholas failed.
Okay. So I'm going to cast fireball. It is 8d6.
Jesus Christ. So the weaker guy takes half, and Nicholas takes full.
Yeah.
They're probably both dead.
Plus the dynamite.
So 8.
And the effect of the dynamite would hit them both too.
No,
Oh, just hit Nicholas.
they just hit Nicholas.
Okay.
Plus it's in a hole.
It is in a hole, so I guess it would definitely wouldn't hit the other guy.
So 31 fire damage
Total.
total.
So half that for the weak guy.
Half that for the weak guy.
Okay. So he is still alive. They're both still alive.
15 bludgeoning for Nicholas.
He's still alive.
And the dynamite explodes.
15 damage.
15. So it's 15 on top of the 31?
Nope.
Okay.
So describe no one died, but describe what happened there, Joe.
Alright, so hold on. Before that, too, is that a desk? Actual desk that's
Yes,
there?
there's a
Alright,
desk.
so-
There's 2 desks in the room.
Alright, so both the desks catch on fire if the fireball hits them.
Okay. And the fire if they're within 5 feet.
Anything in the room, Dan, that is not being worn and that is flammable ignites.
So the 2 desks would be on fire.
Oh, look at you.
Throw these on there, Joe.
I got you.
And the one tiefling's like on top of the desk, like right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think you have to touch it, right?
So now this would be cool if I had action surge, fireball again. All right. So the way I describe.
Can you cast 2 spells in turn with action surge?
Yes, we went over that. They can't
Okay.
just be chaos and creature spells. So with that being said, right? So Sora's going to stand in the doorway here. His hand is going to come up, and then as he puts his wand up like this, he's going to whip it back, grab his hand, and then like kind of like scorpion, like it's going to look like his face kind of like comes off, right?
What?
And this,
Why?
because it's all for theatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's magic.
You can do it.
I'm doing it. Looks cool. And then this like giant fireball is gonna like come up into the
Out of his
air
mouth?
Yeah, out of the air up over here.
Well, the description of fireball says a bead of energy shoots from whatever, and then when it lands, it's like napalm.
Like this like phoenix is gonna come out of fire, and then it's gonna look like it's flying and then crash down on top of him.
So, whoosh! And then you hear, boom! As the dynamite detonates on the guy.
Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite.
You hear
It's all theatrics.
reaction. You're gonna hear, oh, you guys fucked me up.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my movement. There's a left and a right here?
No, it's the end of a hallway.
Which is a straight hallway.
Okay, and he's how many feet away from me? I'll move 20 feet back.
So you're in the hall. Vekni is there. Okay.
Man,
What do you want me to do?
use your shield spell and soak up some fucking hits.
I did that already, and you're welcome.
Yeah, so do it some more. I can't.
What do you do? I'm a squishy monk. Or you're a squishy monk, and I'm a squishy spellcaster. And here we are, and Fireball didn't kill him. But I assume he took a lot of damage, I hope.
Can only hope.
I can only hope. And I have no more third level spell slots.
Nicholas uses half of his movement to get out of the hole. And then you hear him go, kill those motherfuckers! The assassin that's still alive uses his reaction automatically from Nicholas doing that and throws a dart at Vekni.
Sure.
A single dart. 16 misses, right?
Yes, but
You're gonna use a key point to catch it.
I might.
What's he throwing?
He threw a dart at me.
It wasn't Nicholas. Nicholas actually made one of his allies use its reaction to attack.
Let's see. You can use your reaction to
One of the
deflect or
bullies.
catch a missile when you are hit. Oh, it didn't hit me.
I missed you.
Yep.
So he's gonna charge straight at you, but he doesn't have enough movement to get to your back, so he's just gonna go right in front of you. And with that, remember that red scimitar that he showed you?
Oh god, I'm
on
dead.
On that.
Yeah, with the serrated edge.
Yep. He's gonna swing at you with that twice.
Okay.
First attack misses. Second attack hits.
Okay. You're good. Oh, fuck.
Here's 50 fire and acid and lightning damage.
Ooh.
Moreover,
There's a lot.
you get raped and you can't take
1.
actions on your turn.
4. So 5 plus 3. So you take 8 slashing. Wow. That was 3 dice I rolled for that.
Wow.
Thanks, Dan. You always roll the best.
I rolled 2 1s on the D8.
I appreciate that.
Then
3d8? Oh my god!
he missed.
Thank god.
The surviving. Let me see how far Sorin is from that guy. How far is Sorin from that guy?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I went 20 feet
5,
down the hallway
6.
So 30. So he's 50 feet.
50. No, he's 45 feet.
Right. So he's gonna move 30 feet to the entrance of that doorway. Then he's gonna glow for a second, and then there's gonna be this puff of smoke. He's gonna disappear, and this dim light, like this magical effect, is left behind, and he teleports directly behind Sorin.
Oh, cool. What's he use? Misty Step?
It's its own ability. It's his own ability.
Okay.
Then he's gonna turn, and he's gonna try to punch Sorin in the back
Okay.
twice.
All right. Roll reaction cast shield.
Sure.
So 21 to hit me.
Come on.
Damn. Come on.
Miss. Miss.
Nice.
Vekni.
So yeah, as that happens, the same kind of thing. You know, Sorin like turns behind him, and then this barrier fills the hallway.
All right. Vekni will use half her motion to draw her sword, and she will, in one motion, slash as she unsheaths the sword.
Okay.
What's 13?
Oh, actually,
21.
Hold on.
Hit.
Were you gonna hit me? Were your rolls gonna hit me if I was above a 16?
The first one would have. The second one wouldn't have.
Okay, then we're good. I can only cast it if I get hit.
The first one would have hit you. The second one would have missed.
Same reaction cast.
All right. I'm going to use stunning strike on him.
Okay.
So that's a DC con save 14 for you.
Okay. Okay. Rubbing my. I lost my place. +3. What number?
14, I think.
Pass.
Okay. And then you take 8 slashing.
Okay.
Does he look fucked up?
He looks pretty hurt.
Okay. We'll swing again. Oops. 19.
Hit. +8. Oh, fuck.
My dex is maxed out.
Jeez
Stunning
Louise.
strike again.
Okay.
So DC 14 for you.
Pass.
Fuck. 11 slashing.
All right.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that's.
That would hit a red dragon.
10 bludgeoning. Stunning strike.
Okay.
I'm blowing through all my key points.
Fuck this guy.
Fail.
Yes!
So he's like incapacitated.
He's incapacitated till the end of his next turn.
That means he can't use his thing to tell the other guy.
End
what
of
to do.
my next turn.
That's he has to do it on his turn. So
It's the end of my next turn.
yeah, so he can't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. On his turn, he can't do that.
I
All
don't
right.
think he's gonna survive this for another turn.
And
He's strong. How do you guys? What are you guys doing? Like, I don't understand.
that's probably gonna miss.
Shouldn't have been
15.
so easy.
15.
To hit, miss.
I don't think it was easy at all.
Is that with advantage? Because he's stunned? Yes.
Dan, I can only cast 2 spells and that's it.
That's my turn.
Sword.
I didn't do that much, I'm sorry.
So,
I
Sorin,
sold 4 key points.
Sorin is gonna
Hopefully that's it then.
Sorin's gonna look at to the guy that tried to attack him, and he's gonna take his wand out and again kind of like throw his hand up, and he's just gonna like unleash this like bright white energy like into this guy.
Okay.
So he needs to roll an intelligence 15 saving throw.
Pass.
Alright, he's just gonna take 3d6 half damage.
Okay. You might kill him with this. Possibly.
So 9 total, half of that is 5.
Killed him exactly.
Alright, so yeah, that was Tasha's mind whip. But, so he takes 15 psychic damage, and kind of like how Black Bolt in the latest Marvel movie, like his head kind of like
went
detonates inside of his mind, and he falls dead.
I'll throw that in the
Wet
video.
mouth. So stupid.
And then
I hate when magic powers have no like defined abilities,
parameters.
and she can just do whatever the hell she wants. It's just, I hate that kind of magic.
So then Sword will move the 20 feet out of the hallway and an extra 10, taking up his 30 feet. And then,
Oh, you're advancing.
yeah, advancing now.
All right.
And I'm going to throw a dagger. And I rolled a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit Nicholas.
And that passes my turn.
Nicholas's turn, and you said he didn't even roll anything?
Nope, he's incapacitated until my turn.
So Vekni's turn.
Vekni will slicey dicey with advantage because he's stunned.
Get him! If you hit him, I don't see him surviving. Or hit the crit.
Incapacitated?
I don't know. He's stunned. I don't know what.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up. You did
19. I mean 18.
And 18 misses.
Oh shit. 26.
Hit.
An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
So no advantage or no crits.
It doesn't say.
8 slashing.
Oh, describe it.
Okay, so she swings
I
and
could have killed him with a dagger if I hit him.
you couldn't. You couldn't do 8 damage with a dagger.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
She just, as she swings and somehow misses on the first one, she comes back and she goes and hits him right across his jugular, and the blood starts seeping out. She goes, Salvatore sends his regards.
As he's bleeding, with blood spraying, he grabs his neck. And he dies.
What did he say?
Ahead a knight. I guess that means the knight, Sir Deej, is probably up ahead. So Vekni will grab his sword and pull the sheath off of his dead body, and strap his sword to her belt.
Okay.
And then she'll just check what else he's got on him.
Roll investigation.
Sure. Crit 1.
You find that, oddly, he has nothing else on his person.
Vekni's just like still jazzed up from the fight and all the fire and explosions.
I'm gonna go back to the guy that I saw cast that spell and search him for any kind of scrolls, books, documents, anything like that.
And I'll just walk around and pick up
I
any
saw
of
that
the
he was a
darts.
magic user, so I'm gonna see if he has a spell book on his person as well.
I'll pick up darts and recover my bow and javelin.
Roll investigation.
It's a crit 20 plus 7.
Dude, we fuck these people up.
You find
Kevin can see all those rolls too.
you find a spell book on him, and it's written. The cover and everything in it is written entirely in another language.
But he
And
has
I
the
can
spell.
read it because I still have my comprehend languages up.
Okay.
Last 1 hour.
It's all written in Abyssal,
Okay.
and I will have to come up with a spell book for you.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, I had nothing planned for that. So.
That's fine. I accept that. Your honesty. I will take it next session. An abyssal spell book. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
All Abyssal.
I'll take it.
And there's like there's like demonic drawings and stuff throughout the different art, demonic creatures throughout the book.
Cool.
Yep. You guys receive 1,000 experience apiece.
Yeah! Is that enough to level? No, not even close. God, when you get up in levels, it's fucking so hard to level.
I have a distinct feeling that you took away people from this, knowing that it's just me, Kevin. You easily could have just thrown in other characters.
No. If we didn't get the drop on him, we would have lost. He hit with 3d8 every time he hits.
Can I point out what it's been winning this campaign? Mold earth and shape water.
They've been huge. They've been huge.
I'll tell you what we do need to do now. I have one level spell slot.
We're not taking a rest again.
We're not taking a rest. I don't want to take a rest.
We're gonna try to take a nap, and then the dragon's gonna walk in and be like, "What are you doing in my house?"
So, what I'm saying is that at this point, we need to avoid combat.
Hey,
I am of no help.
how many darts were thrown at us?
4 plus 1, 5 total.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up all those darts plus mine. So I'll.
Cool. An abyssal spellbook.
I mean,
Abyssal.
he was low level, so it might not have a ton of spells in it.
I'm a wizard. I'll learn wherever I can.
That's fun. It's just gonna be like fantasy porn, like Kakashi Sensei carries around.
Make out tactics?
Was Sir Deej a good guy or a bad guy?
All you know about him is that he's an anointed knight in the service of Forte. He's dating the guard for the mayor. Her name is Rochambeau. And he was jealous and angry that Sir Galloway captured Lord Henry, so he decided to go into the sewers and search every day trying to find CLAD to prove himself. That's what you learned about him. And he's the cousin of that guy, Derek, that Joe bribed with 300 gold when you guys were walking with Lady Epona back from the barracks.
Huh.
Because he mentioned that. You don't know anything else about him, you've never met him.
Okay.
You don't know what kind of weapons he has or abilities or anything.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, now that that's all done, I'm going to use the mold earth and fill that hole back up again that I made in that doorway.
Sure.
So I'll get rid of that.
Do
What about your ice princess there? She melted with the fireball?
Oh, yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, you never dropped it. And that net's still there. Anybody want that?
I'm sure the net caught on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And it would have caught on fire.
caught on
Yeah,
fire.
so not only the table's burning, they're almost burned to nothing.
Yeah.
That net is on fire also.
Do you want to head back and talk to that guy and let him know that, hey, listen, we just killed him?
You could do that. No, because then we'd have to fight him if we find CLAD. Because he wants to kill CLAD. And we aren't in the business of killing CLAD. So I guess we should start heading forward.
What if we just... This is a sewer, right? You know what we could do?
A lot.
Because of the running water, right? You put 5-foot drops underneath people.
I could just make the water go over it.
You make it walk over it, fill the entire cube with ice, trap people inside the ice.
You can't freeze something if something's inside it. But I could make a ice cap on it.
Could make a nice cap.
Ice cap?
Yeah, like they fall into a ground, I could just put a big block of ice on top of it. And then let it.
Just let it fall.
We'll continue. I'll go to this door and continue.
So you go through the open door, and you see it's another long hallway, about 80 feet down, and there's a closed door at the end of it.
It's weird, there's so many doors in the sewer.
It's almost like this place was designed.
Well, most sewers are designed. So, do you suspect that there would be more traps? I don't know if I do. I think they thought they were going to get us in this room.
I think it's best to keep our wits about us. We don't know what they did and how long they've been down here.
Yes. Well, we know they were down here for about 2 hours.
A lot could be done in 2 hours.
Yeah, so we'll go down the hall, just checking and make sure everything's copacetic.
Like investigating to see there's traps?
Yep.
You roll investigation.
Do I get help because Sorin's with me?
Sure. Cool
You
with
want to roll
that.
investigation with me? You got it.
That's a 19 plus something.
There doesn't seem to be any traps. In fact, you're pretty sure there's not any traps in this hallway.
What's your investigation plus?
1, so 20 even.
7.
Oh.
So we get down to the door.
So from behind the door, you could hear someone yelling.
What are they yelling?
I still understand it if you're in the language.
It's in common. Roll, who's closer to the door?
Me.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Perception.
Plus 5.
Okay.
16 plus 5, 21.
You hear someone yelling, "Ah! There's definitely rebels in the sewers. We know they're here. Ah! The room's trapped. We must be close to the usurpers. They've got to be here somewhere."
Now what the fuck?
It's the knight.
Usurpers?
You know what a usurper is?
No.
Okay. It's somebody that's trying to usurp the throne, to take the throne over. So like in Game of Thrones, Daenerys was a usurper, trying to get it from the Lannisters.
Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And does it sound like it's just the one guy yelling?
You only hear one guy yelling.
This must be that knight Sardige.
Is he friendly?
We don't know him. He's here as the same as the Forte assassins.
Oh.
I'll open the door a little bit and peek inside.
Roll stealth. DC 16.
Nope.
So you open the door, you try to do
Crit
it
one.
quietly, but you hear. The door just falls off the and the door falls, and then it lands. Boom! On the floor.
I've rolled 3 crit ones today. Thank God not in combat though.
3 men wearing
She's just standing there holding the doorknob.
3 men
Just the knob. That's funny.
wearing Forte colors whip around and look at you. 2 of them look like they're wearing those normal Forte uniforms that you've seen before, but they seem to have a little bit more like bits of armor on them than the other Forte soldiers that you've seen. But one guy, the guy in the middle, he wears no helm. He's got short brown hair, a pretty average-looking face, but with a pretty strong chin with a dimple, big dimple in the middle of it.
Why does this sound familiar?
A red scale mail on. He's not wearing gloves. He's got this flowing yellow cape, and he's got these weird-looking contraptions attached to his wrists and a long sword on his back. And he yells over to you after they whip around, "Halt! Who goes there? Who are you?"
Someone's gonna put his hands up like this and go, "Smile, it's Forte."
Smile, it's Forte. Man, it's son. Wait a minute. No, who are you?
Well, we were here with the Assassination Guild.
They wouldn't have let you by. We received intel that rebels prowl these sewers. Did you trap these rooms?
We're behind you.
As you say that, you hear, and you could see the in this room, the floor is this giant. The entire floor, the entire room, it's unlike the rest of the room. There's no water. It's this giant metal plate covering the whole floor, and you see these vents above the room. There's 4 separate vents, spaced out every few feet on top of the coming from the ceiling.
Is the ceiling still 35 feet up?
No,
Okay.
it's like 15 feet.
Okay.
And you see this green mist come through about around the center of the room, come from one of the vents, harmlessly just in the middle of the room. The mist comes and then it dissipates.
Is there any discernible effect on the people that got hit by the mist?
It didn't hit them.
Oh.
It was in the middle of the room. It actually wasn't it was in front of them.
Okay.
You see, they stop getting angry with you. They look around and they take a few steps forward, and they're cautious.
Towards us?
So state your business.
Well, we were here to hunt down traitors. We see the Assassination Guild.
That doesn't make any sense.
We met them last night at Lorian's tavern. And we had a friendly wager to see who could get more traitors.
Is this true?
He's asking you.
Yeah. Yes, and while you're at it, be careful. Do you know what's going on here?
Explain.
I'm asking you.
There seems to be some kind of a trap, and then as he's saying that, behind where he was just standing, in the ceiling above, a vent, this green mist comes down where he was standing.
A green mist now.
It was
green
before.
last time.
Oh, okay.
It seems like he knew that was going to happen. He takes another few steps back.
Stop moving! What are you doing?
This room is trapped. We're close to the rebels.
Moving is not going to help you.
Well, if you stand still, you die.
So why haven't you left the room?
Because the rebels they're certainly nearby. Else, why would they trap this room? This wasn't put here by the sewer workers.
They're looking for the people who killed her, right?
No, they're looking for the CLAD guys.
They're looking for the CLAD guys. But are they working with the Assassination Guild?
They're working with them.
They are working.
Probably. They're both Forte.
Gotcha.
If you're working with Nicholas, then help us. Help us figure out this room.
It doesn't look like a room I want to enter.
Well, it looks like you got it figured out. All you have to do is not move and you don't die, right?
So you don't wish to help?
We'll help you.
Well, what would you like us to do?
Figure out how to find the usurpers. They must be nearby. Else, why would they trap just this part of the sewers?
Is there another door, or is this just a room?
You can enter the room and roll an investigation.
I can't see it from the door.
No, it's a pretty big room. I'm actually going to put the terrain there, whether you're going to fight or not, because there's an entire floor is steel. It's unlike anything else in the sewers. There's no water. The walls and the ceiling don't look like the rest. Well, except for the ceiling has those vents.
Okay.
May the sun shine on all of your days.
Yes.
Sir, what can you attain from this room so far?
Sir Deej of Forte.
We were going to use him to get to his girlfriend who's friends with the mayor or something.
If I kill this guy, the other guy's going to help me out. That's right.
What other guy?
Sir Galloway.
Sir Galloway.
Who's that?
Right.
He's the blood mist guy that was made a knight for capturing Lord Henry.
Okay, so from what I So I still ask my question. How can we help? What have you retained from this room, and how can we help you?
Well, we know that Lord Henry was captured in these sewers. The usurpers and their group are down here. This room is different from how the sewer workers explained it would be. There should not be this metal floor was here, but there appears to be some kind of a mechanical contraption that activates when you step on the plate. And these vents are new, and this poison gas, I don't know what the purpose of this is. There must be something going on here.
Is there a door on the other side of the room?
After you asked that question, because remember he took a step forward and I took a step back, where he just was, gas comes down.
Sir,
What was your question?
Is there a door on the other side of the room?
No.
how do you know?
You'd have to come into the room to investigate.
No, I'm asking him.
Oh. There is no door in this room that I can find.
How do you know this gas is poisonous? Have you lost any men here?
No. Well, but some of my men have breathed the gas in and it harmed them a great deal. It seems that this gas is of a corrosive nature.
And from what you can tell, if you were standing on a pressure plate long enough, what happens?
This entire room is a pressure plate. It continues to cause these vents to activate.
I have an idea.
I mean, we could just. How many vents are there?
I have an idea.
Does it involve using mold earth to cover the vents? Because I was going to use water to cover the vents.
Well, I wasn't going to cover the vents. I was going to drop 5-foot cubes of dirt
4.
from the ceiling down to the floor and use that as pressure for the plates and activate the gas and things down.
Further up from where about 20 feet in front of where that happened last time, more gas comes down.
Wait, in front of these guys, 20 feet?
Yeah,
So, this is where the table is?
about that. Do you want me to show where the vents are?
Sure.
Yeah. Show me where the vents are in the sky.
They cover about 4 squares across, and the vents are like in the middle where the 4 squares are. So it's going to be something along the lines of 1, 2, 3, 4. So about here is where the one vent is.
And then that's 4 squares.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There's 1.
Alright, so as a for instance, Dan,
Yes.
this one right here, it does just this spot here, or it does...
No. It does the entire room like this.
So, it's in the middle, but how many square... So what, does it go 2 across?
Yeah, it goes
So
2
two-
forward, 2 back, and all the way across to the sides on both sides.
Mm.
So it covers up the...
And we're standing in the hallway, so there's water in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's no water in the room.
Okay. I could block the doorway with a big wall of ice.
So we're doing this?
Fucking cantrips.
Fucking cantrips, man.
So what are you doing?
Cantrips, I have an idea.
Vekni's gonna just step a little back from the door and be like, tricks are more his ordeal.
Okay, what do you suggest?
Smile. It's for it. And I'm going to cast mold earth in the ceiling above. Not on a vent. Right here. And a 5-foot cube of dirt is going to fall and land right here on the plate.
The entire room is a metal plate.
They're not separate.
There's no separate plates in the floor. I mean, I didn't describe that well.
Alright, so
the entire room is a metal plate.
Alright, well, in that spot.
I was designating where the vents are. That's what those red
Yeah,
markers are.
but in that spot then, a 5-foot cubic plate would, or a 5 cubic foot of dirt would fall from the ceiling.
Okay.
One big pressure point, is it?
Yeah.
So when the cube hits the ground, what happens with the vents?
Oh, you guys didn't figure out the room yet.
No.
Nothing changed. I see what you're thinking. Nothing changed. You don't understand how the room works yet.
That happened.
20 feet forward from where the last gas came from, closer to you guys, that the spot closest to you, now gas came there.
What is this room? Is it timed when this gas is released?
I don't really know how it works. I just know we got to keep moving around or we're gonna get caught in it.
So Deej, when the soil hit the ground, did you feel the plate move at all? Is it tilted on any kind of axis?
No, it seems like just the smallest amount of weight activates the trap, and it doesn't seem like anything really changes, regardless of where we stand.
If you stand on the cube, will it help you?
How?
The weight's still on the pressure plate.
Right, exactly. The weight is still in pressure.
I could try. Should I try it?
Give it a shot.
He stands up on the cube of dirt, and he stands there, and he's just like,
So far, so good.
I have nothing. Yeah. Now it seemed like the direction of where the mist was coming from. Now it went back again. Now it went back towards the one by the table.
That's what I did.
Yeah, it's been about 6 seconds since the last time. You've noticed it's been about 6 seconds every time.
Gotcha. So all the weight is in the back, and the gas is going in the front.
Really like this. Psst, psst. I'm assuming it's going to go like that and then start over. I don't know.
I'm going to use mold earth again. This is a table here, correct?
Yes.
We use mold earth again and drop a whole 5 foot cube of dirt
On the table? Okay.
onto the table.
So D just watching you and just like analyzing what you're doing?
Like dice and stuff to indicate the mold earth.
Yes.
And this is a lot of heavy dirt, too.
Yeah.
5 foot cube.
Sure.
Now give me something different that's not the dice. These are dice. Start with dice. Still dice.
Yeah, you got that giant bag of.
Yeah. I guess I'll do it again here.
And you got yours right there.
Yeah. And Sir D's just standing on this one.
That's not him. Nope.
Anything?
I'm not really sure what you're trying to do, young man, but
Either way.
then about a moment goes by and he goes, "Oh shit!" and he gets up and he gets off the dirt and he rushes forward towards the table, and so do his two compatriots. And right after that, gas comes down on the vent closest to where he was.
Closest to it.
Red one there.
Alright, so it did go this, that.
Is this room dimly lit?
How did you guys know that the gas was coming?
Once we entered the room, it started happening.
No, but just then, you were able to escape the gas and you knew it was coming through the vents.
Yes, it seems like every few seconds, gas comes out. It seems like it just comes that way and then back that way and this way and then that way and
Which
this way
way
and
are
that
you
way.
trying to go? Towards us? Seems like
The next time the gas goes off, it's going to be in the back of the room.
seems,
So why are you stuck in this room?
seems
We're
like
not.
Seems like you can just come towards us.
We can.
I'm so fucking lost now. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
We're staying in this room because we believe that we can find CLAD in this room. We believe that the way to them is through here
Why do you believe that?
because this room is trapped.
But this is just a room with no other form of egress.
Points up to the vent. But look, these were not here. This is new.
Well, there's no doors in this room except for the one we are standing in.
Well, we really don't have enough time to try to figure this room out. We're just running from the gas.
Do you see anything on the walls that would indicate anything other than this not being what it is? A death trap?
I don't see anything. And again, for you guys to investigate the room, you would have to come in.
I'm going to send in my familiar.
Okay.
So I'm going to look through Dexter's eyes.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 60 feet is his move speed. I can see up to 100 feet from him though.
Gas comes out right in front of where he is. It just misses him.
Right. Does he see anything on the walls? Or do I see anything on the walls? I'm looking through his eyes.
Okay. You see that there's old tools on the ground along the walls. There's screwdrivers, hammers, wrenches, pliers, rusted, old, like they've been there for a long time. In the one section of the wall where you're looking, roll an investigation.
15 plus 7, 22.
So in the one section of the wall where you're looking, so again, the walls are normal for the most part, just like the rest of the sewer. It's just the floor that's like a metal plate. But you see, pretty close to where Deej is, that there is a circular portion of the wall that like it looked like it was chiseled out, and it's a metal plate like the floor, but it's a very small area. Just back a little bit from that metal plate, that circular metal plate, is this pretty large rusted sledgehammer.
There's a circle and a sledgehammer
Where?
on the wall.
Where?
The sledgehammer's laying on the ground. The circle's on the wall.
And it's like a steel plate, kind of like the rest of kind of like the floor was. Yep, it's somewhere in that area.
So it seems like if we're going to do anything, we wait until the gas gets to this point before we start. Because you don't want to be on this side, break it, and the gas gets here and moves its way. You wanna be-
And you have the familiar poke the thing on the wall. See if it's a button.
I can't hear you right now because I'm looking through his
Oh,
eyes.
that's true.
Am I able to move my familiar again?
You're not in.
Is there any reason why you
Priority.
can't, why you wouldn't be able to?
No, it's just in priority.
We're not fighting.
Okay, so I'm going to move it another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Dude, you have free movement. You're not in priority.
No, you're not.
And then back.
While it was moving back, the gas came at this time in that second. Right, so it made it all the way to the end of the room, and now it's going. It seems like now it's going back again.
Yeah, okay. So do I see anything along the line up here?
There's nothing that's up there.
Okay, so I'll blip Dexter out of existence.
Okay. So DJ and his friends, they run back to the back of the room.
And I'm going to tell Vekni what I say.
Yep.
How high off the ground was the steel plate?
Chest height. Chest height for Sorin. You're a little shorter than him, right?
You probably.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it'd be like head height for you, probably.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, I didn't put terrain there.
Okay.
You can mark. You want to mark it with a red thing? Yeah. Here. Mark it. It's like lined up with the table, more or less. Yeah, that's fine.
Did it look like something, like a button, or is it just a plate on?
No, it doesn't look like a button.
And there's a sledgehammer there.
Yeah.
Did you do anything with this piece of metal on the wall?
We do what with it?
I don't know. What is it?
Some kind of metal plate? I don't know. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, that's kind of new too. I don't know what the point of that thing is. Maybe I should go fuck with it?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You die?
Well, I don't want to die. You! Go fuck with that. Go fuck with that metal plate. The guy, he walks over, and he starts just like touching it, looking around, and he looks back to DJ, and he's like,
Hit it with the sledgehammer, perhaps.
he looks over to Deej, and Deej goes, sure, go ahead. This gas would hit this guy.
Uh-oh.
Wait, the gas is in the middle?
Now
Right now, this is where it would be.
So it wasn't in the front? Did it
It's been moving. I've been announcing it every time it moves.
Okay. It already cycled to the front. I guess it was in the back.
It's been cycling. Every time it happens, I say it.
Okay.
You hear, "Ah!" And he reacts like he's like getting burned. "Ah!" And he runs out of the mist back towards Deej.
Well, you know it already went there again. It won't go a second time. Give it a whack.
Deej looks at the other guy. Your turn. Go ahead. Picks the sledgehammer up. Boom! When he hits it, you hear this really loud, reverberating bang. Boom! That's going out like, loud as fuck through the entire room, and it's like shaking the walls.
Nothing happened?
And he shrugs his shoulders.
Maybe you didn't hit it hard enough.
He looks over to Deej. Deej looks to you and roll a persuasion.
Ooh, 8 plus 13.
He goes, yeah, hit it again. Boom! Again. The walls are shaking. The sounds are reverberating through the whole room, through the walls.
Is the plate damaged now?
No, it looks like it's not marked at all. Marker closest to the door that you guys are by. The gas comes out.
I'm gonna blip Dexter back into existence and fly him over to that table.
Okay.
I'm gonna look through his eyes and see if I can see anything.
Looking at the steel plate.
The table.
Looking at the table.
Yeah, there's a table there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Ooh, 3 + 7, 10.
You did not observe anything.
Okay, I'm gonna flip him back out of existence.
I really don't want to go in this room.
Me neither.
I don't understand why they're so hooked in this room.
Me neither.
You say that you only saw the steel plates, there's no doors, there's no nothing else?
Just a steel plate from what I can discern.
Was there anything else on the ceiling or just the vents?
From what I can see, it's just the vents. I tried to look through Dexter to see if there was anything on that table, but I couldn't find anything.
Each of his men run towards the table. The second one closest to the wall here.
I don't know what you guys are looking for. It doesn't seem like there's anything in this room.
I mean, I guess you guys could see if Nicholas found something. I'm sure that they're here. They've got to be. Or this is the room where Galloway found Lord Henry.
Is there like a space along the wall for the steel plate, or is the steel plate right up against the floor? Is it right up against?
It's flush.
Okay.
Would this be that thing you gotta knock on 18 times?
It's not a door. Oh, maybe that metal plate.
Is it a plate or is it like a big door? Like
It's a circular plate. It's
Circular
not that.
plate.
It's not that large. Fairly small. It's chest height. Chest height for you.
It is the plate.
it is.
Yeah, metal plate 18 times exactly.
Well, 2 already.
Yeah, but they weren't knocked, and we don't want to open it up with these guys here.
Yeah. However, that is 2 already.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not. You probably have to knock 18 times. Who told us about this? Triumph?
And the princess. They both talked about it.
That might be a plate that needs to be knocked 18 times. And these guys here will just be in the way. Do we take them out?
I need to be careful. It did say
That-
18 times exactly.
Yeah. Does the guy that got hit with the gas, does he look fucked up?
Not really. He seemed really stung and like he was getting burned from it. He was all like, ah! Now he seems like fine.
How are we gonna get these guys out here? How are we gonna fight them?
The one closest to you guys.
Perhaps fighting him isn't the answer.
Well, we need to get into this room, says that plate. They are... I don't know if this CLAD group is going to be able to fight them. I don't know anything about them, you don't know anything about them. Maybe if we can lure them out one at a time. You can close this doorway with a big stone block or something. Are there torches in this room?
Yep.
So that means that the gas is not flammable. So that's good.
He acted like he was getting burned by the glass.
Perhaps we lead them out here, like I said, and we can trap a few still in there. So it'd be a more even battle. Perhaps we take the night, tell him to come out here to discuss with us, was also to investigate the rest of the room. Yeah, so while we're talking, I'm going to form a 5-foot block of ice over here.
Okay.
So they can just go
Wait, where is it?
out of the way of the door over here.
Outside the room?
Yep.
The room's just a hallway. Or the hallway's just a hole. It's just like a long hallway.
Yeah, and then there's a door.
Yeah. So like right next to the door.
Yeah.
All right.
She'll look in and they go, Sir Dij, why don't you come with us and we'll discuss it with Nicholas. He's in the other room.
Yeah. Perhaps together all of us can figure this out.
Roll of persuasion. Your DC is 10. No, 12. Because he really thinks that he wants to be in this room.
Okay. I rolled a 4 plus 4 gives me 8. However,
Important.
I'm going to use my portent of 14. No, my portents are all gone.
All right.
14 plus 4.
He'll say, all right, maybe Nicholas could figure something out. You guys stay here, try to figure this out. And he'll walk toward you guys.
All right.
And his guards are staying behind. He comes out in the hallway.
You're gonna make the hole for him to fall in?
Yeah, but I thought we were going to walk down the hallway a little bit and you can move your ice.
I can.
Or
But isn't it gonna be like, why is there a 5-foot by 5-foot cube of ice? I thought we were just gonna do it right there. That way it's a trap. Once you drop a hole and he falls in it, I'm gonna slide the 600-pound cube of ice on him.
did you hear that?
No. What happened? I was looking at his watch.
Vekni's taking a reaction. That when
Reaction? Ready action?
Ready
Reaction.
action.
Okay.
That when he drops a pit underneath this guy, I'm gonna slide the ice on top of him.
Before you do it, I do want to let you know that without rolling a stealth or anything, he's going to get a chance to react. So you're going to have to roll priority or try to be stealthy and pass a DC. You can't just do it without him reacting because he's not stupid enough to just,
That's fine.
you know. The reason why I allowed it with the last fight was because,
they weren't in the room or anything.
yeah, they weren't in the room, they didn't see you do
They
anything.
heard the trap trigger.
And he
they were
walked
rushing.
right into a hole, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" So they were like, their defenses were low, and they thought that they thought they got you guys in a trap.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But Deej is literally like walking. He's not just gonna like not be able to react. You know what I'm saying?
Let's give it a try with the stealth.
Give it a try at the stealth.
Yep.
And if it fails, then we have to roll priority anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So really, it's advantageous for the dice because we can still pull it off if we fail this.
In Don's campaign,
That's true.
That's what you guys did. You guys were always trying to do the stealth.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if we do the stealth, we still get the priority anyway.
Yeah, and you could still get a chance to do it.
And his ice is already formed anyway.
That's already out. Yeah, the ice is already out.
Okay. So as he's gonna kind of like walk through the door,
Yeah, so he walks through the door, and what happens?
he'll see Sorin and he'll stick out his hand, as is to introduce himself. What's his name again? It's
Sir Deej.
Sir Deej. My name is
Sorin?
Sorin. I didn't know if I'm a lord, right? I was gonna.
You are a lord.
Yeah. My name is Lord Sorin Avasim.
Oh, a lord.
Yes.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Were you a lord of?
I'm a lord of Drakarn. No. Why do I keep thinking Drakarn? I don't fucking know.
Ferelden.
Ferelden, thank you. I'm a lord of Ferelden. It is very nice to finally meet you, sir. And he's going to shake his hand out.
Oh, how'd you hear? He shakes your hand. How did you hear from me? You notice that, again, on his wrist, when you shake his hand, there's this orange contraption wrapped around his wrist. It's not a bracelet. It's like a large contraption of some sort. Mechanical.
So as he kind of shakes his hand, he'll notice it.
Oh, you would notice it.
Yeah,
It's
notice
very
it.
queer looking.
Oh, what is this? This is gorgeous.
Oh. He holds his wrist like this, goes like this, and then goes, ka-ching! And this blade pops out of it. And then he goes, and then It goes back in. He goes, just helps me in battle. It's my wrist blade.
Do I notice it at any like color of any kind, or is it just
The blade itself, the blade is just the metallic color.
yeah? It's nothing like Oda Oysters, right? That was like that.
Like pink
Yeah.
color? No.
Okay.
It doesn't have that color. That's a good question though.
When we said queer, I was like,
But no.
okay. Oh, that's
When you said queer, you got excited.
yeah. That seems a very affordable weapon.
Yeah. He also has a longsword on his back as well.
Nice. Well, sir, again, it's nice to meet you. Please, what is it you want your men to do? And he kind of like points over to his men standing behind him.
I just want them to figure out how to get into the find the CLAD men.
Perhaps you should tell them to do that before we leave.
Just guys, make sure you look as hard as you can look to try to find.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Mold Earth underneath them.
All right, roll your roll stealth before you.
So when he turns his back.
Yeah, so your stealth.
Right.
So I'll tell you, your DC is 14.
Okay.
That's his passive perception.
Ooh, stealth. Come on, baby. Fuck, 13.
So you failed.
I failed.
Do you have an inspiration?
Okay.
Do you have an inspiration?
Inspiration? Oh
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
I don't know if you still have one or not. You may have used it.
No, I don't have inspiration. However, I do have
Fortune?
renowned. And these guys are with who?
Renown would be like when you're trying to convince.
Social stuff.
Yeah, social
social
stuff.
stuff.
And you don't have any with 4K anyway.
Yeah, I have no more inspirations, and I have no more thing, and I rolled a 13. But I still cast a spell though.
No, you would cast your spell if you choose to on your turn. So if you beat him in priority, then yes.
Okay.
He noticed
but-
you trying to.
But if you
Okay.
if you don't beat him priority, he goes first, and
Okay.
I mean, you can still try to do it.
Got it.
but
Got
Roll party.
Damn, fucking 13.
Dead beach.
Now I rolled a 13 plus 3, 16. 16 total.
Oh. 19. We got to roll off. +5.
Between him.
Me and you.
Just
Unmodified.
Unmodified d20?
Yeah.
13 again. 13 total.
And then I roll for the soldiers. Since they're just right out in the room.
Tell me it's happening, man. You roll less than 13? Unmodified d20? Come on, baby.
Oh, I beat you.
Ah, fuck you. Damn.
Damn.
Vekni.
Vekni. What? Vekni is going to, as he turns back around, she's just going to fucking swing a quick a left jab at him, right at his jaw.
As a reaction, when you try to hit him with that melee attack, he reaches behind his back, and there's this like like small shield, and he whips it around like this and tries to bash you with it.
Okay.
16 misses, right?
Yep.
Okay. So he misses.
All right.
It's his reaction for melee attacks.
17.
Miss.
Shit. Right hook. 21.
Hit.
Stunning strike.
Okay. You still have key left?
I have 1 key left.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
So you got a DC con save of 14.
Okay.
One down.
Pass.
Fuck you.
And he takes 10 bludgeoning. And then she'll swing with a elbow uppercut for a bonus action.
Okay.
No, it misses. And as half my movement, she's going to draw her sword.
Okay. Both soldiers rush towards the doorway, but they cannot reach.
Yeah, but where's the gas?
Yeah, where's the gas at this point?
At the top of the order, the gas went off here.
Okay.
So they'd have to use half the room to take out weapons, like long-range weapons. And Vijay's in the way anyway.
Yeah, so we would be undercover.
Yeah, they can't.
Probably makes more sense for him
He's
to
gonna
activate.
disengage. He has a disengage. He's gonna disengage. He's gonna walk through his allies, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's gonna back up against the table. He'll get hit by the gas.
Well, you might not be paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would get hit by the gas, but
And he hasn't figured this place out yet. Has not
And it
figured
looks
his
like he
place out
can't
yet.
hit you. He can't hit you guys from there. But that's where he's gonna be. And then he's gonna turn. Sorin.
Okay. Storm's gonna step off to the side here, and on this square right here, he'll cast Molder.
Make a pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next hit.
That's it.
That'll be it.
The gas is gonna come in the spot by the table, and it is gonna hit Deej.
He wouldn't know.
Well, now he knows because he just took some damage. Oh! And he gets burned.
I'll hold my action that if somebody falls in the hole, I'll move the cube on top of them.
Yeah, reaction. You can still use a bonus action.
I know. But I'm going to take a step back behind the cube.
Okay.
And half my movement to draw my whip and sword. So I already have my sword out.
The soldiers are gonna go. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? They would see a hole.
It's right where the dice is.
All right. So the soldier in front is gonna walk 10 feet to where the hole is, and I think he's gonna use an athletics roll to see if he can jump over it.
Okay.
DC 10.
It's not a big hole.
You do you.
Fail.
Ah.
You landed in the hole.
Okay.
Okay. Then
He's going to attempt to use half his movement to get out of the hole.
my reaction
that,
is to slide the ice on top of him.
A reaction trigger.
So now there's a layer of ice covering it.
It's
No.
it fits in the hole.
So it crushes him.
So there's 600 pounds of ice. Just,
Can you do that with that ability? I don't know.
you can move. Yeah, you can move
It's
it.
a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot cube of ice.
Well, he's not powerful enough to
It
like
weighs-
sustain.
It weighs 600 pounds. No,
Describe it.
He gets crushed.
Yeah.
He gets crushed.
He goes to jump. He misses it, and his foot catches, and he falls on his butt. And he looks up and he just sees. And since it's a tight fit, the cube slowly slides down, and you just hear him going, "Ah, it's so cold!" And then you hear a little.
Unless you feel like he can survive 600 pounds
would.
of ice crushing him.
There's nothing special about that guy. He'd be
And
dead.
then he is slowly crushed to death by the 600 pounds.
Well, the other guy sees that happen. He's like, oh! But he moves forward, steps on the ice, turns, and tries to attack.
Does he slip in the
Sword.
ice?
No. Tries to attack.
Sure. I walk on ice all the time, never fall.
I do too.
Yeah.
What? No, seriously, I never fall.
He's not gonna fall. He's gonna try to attack Sword.
Disadvantage because he's on ice.
AC 16.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay. Deej can't see you, but he's gonna take no action. And it's gonna be the gas. In that spot up ahead where, right there. That doesn't hit anybody. And we have Sorin. Sorin?
What would you want to do?
Just keep crushing these guys with ice blocks. it's literally the only way to do it. Keep crushing these guys
Broke the fucking game.
with ice blocks. That's all I'm going to do is keep crushing these guys with ice blocks.
No!
I can hit him with a Mind Sliver. He takes 2d6 psychic damage, and on his next saving throw has to roll a d4, and he takes a minus of it. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on this guy.
Alright.
He has to take intelligence saving throw 15.
Fail.
Fail. Okay, so he takes 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
2 total. I rolled 2 ones. Yeah.
I know those feels.
Yeah. And on his next saving throw, he has to roll a d4, and he subtracts that on his throw.
Okay. Vekni.
Get rid of the cantrip. Get rid of the ice. That'd help out a lot. I can bury him with earth next turn.
I'll whip this guy.
Alright.
$26.
That hits him.
Plus 11. 11 damage.
Okay.
So my whip is a +1. I'll do it again. Same, 26.
Hit.
+8 slashing.
8 slashing. Alright. Looks pretty hurt.
Bonus action. I'll step in, and I will try to hit him.
Okay.
18.
Hit.
Oh. Six bludgeoning
Alright.
with a knee to the side.
Soldier that you just attacked, he looks really, really hurt. He'll try to attack back in.
Okay.
For that.
12. I mean 20.
18.
20.
Deej is going to... He's going to reposition himself just behind the table. And...
I'm going to Mind Sliver that guy again.
Alright. 15?
Yeah, intelligence save. 15.
Fail.
2d6 psychic.
Describe it.
Okay. So again, he kind of like looks over and his flash of white light hits him and his like skull kind of like implodes. He just kind of drops on the ground.
Like Wanda.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, like I said, in that spot, and then Vekni.
So where's the gas? It went off
The
on this
last
one?
time it went off here, but Vekni would not have been able to see it.
Okay. Vekni will draw her bow. Well, she'll sheathe her weapons and draw her bow. So I'll look in the window or in the door and see him.
Mm-hmm. He's half covered.
Half cover. All right. I will bonus action Kensai shot. Nope. 18.
Miss.
Okay. She missed both her shots, and then she will just lean back out of the door so she's covered.
What does he do? It's not going well for him, huh?
I think my dad calls this a kill box.
Why would your dad call it
The
that?
fatal funnel.
Yep.
The fatal funnel?
You don't stand in the doorway.
Yeah.
You don't stand in the door?
No.
Yeah.
You either stay out of it or you push through and come in the room and pick a side quickly as possible.
Oh.
You don't stand in the doorway.
Don't stand in the doorway.
Of course.
So for Deej's turn, is there really anywhere safe for him to go?
No.
No.
Fuck. He's gonna use his action to flip the table over.
You can't. There's a giant tub of dirt on it.
There it is.
Technically, it actually weighs, on average, about 490 pounds of dirt.
So he's gonna move 5 feet to his right, and he's gonna duck down and hide behind the dirt and the table to give himself full cover.
Okay.
That's his plan.
Okay. I'm gonna peek my head out. Okay. And I'm gonna let you decide how this happens.
Okay.
Directly above Sir Deej. Okay. I'm going to evacuate a 5-foot cube of dirt,
How much does that weigh?
490 pounds on average.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you, so if you actually Google
You have to Google it.
how much a cubic foot of dirt weighs,
All right.
it's 460.
I'll let you do that.
It averages between 74 and 110. So between that, if you multiply it by 5, it's 460 pounds of dirt.
It's heavy.
It is heavy. However,
But it is a cantrip.
However,
so
I
how
can
do you
only
crazy
move.
damage?
I can only move the dirt 5 feet. Right. So what I do is, I let gravity do the rest,
Yeah.
and I move it 5 feet down, and then it just releases, so it drops. So and if so,
I'm gonna let him roll a dex save for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the best bet.
I'd say probably 12.
he can do that as a reaction.
He's rolling a save. So when you attack people with certain abilities, they roll saves.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair to just be able to drop 500 pounds of dirt on the dude and not have any kind of save.
He passed, so we'll say he takes half damage from that. So
I don't know. I don't even know what the damage would be. So.
Yeah, like 40. So roll like 44. Don't take half.
44. Huh?
Yeah,
12. So 6.
6 damage.
Okay.
Gas is here.
Where is he when it comes to the dirt?
He's where he's right in the spot.
So he's inside the dirt.
Um,
That's what I'm saying. Or did he jump
Wait, I
off?
thought that he saved.
Or did he jump off?
he
to
took,
the
I
side?
made him take a half damage.
Or did he jump off to a side and take half damage? So
I'm gonna say he's still in the same spot.
still in the same spot. So he's inside the dirt.
I guess he's still able to move. Fine, half movement for that one spot.
I'm
sure.
just saying.
Sure, it's difficult terrain. Difficult terrain for that
Difficult terrain.
that 5 foot.
So that 5 foot cost 10.
Yes, exactly.
Hey.
Vekni. You
Now
just damaged him.
He has full cover.
Yeah, he has full cover.
Has he gas gone off?
It did. It went off here.
Okay. So
You can't see it though. You don't know.
Vekni will come in the room. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Can I see him?
He'd have 3/4 from that angle. You can see a tiny bit of him.
Over there.
Half.
Okay. I will bonus action Kensai shot and take 2 shots with my bow.
Sure.
18 misses. 14, 22.
Hit.
With half cover too?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking.
You use 20 feet to get there.
Yep. 7 plus 5? Yeah, 7 plus 5. 12 piercing.
Okay.
And then I
Would she run away like that?
will. Well, with the gas in the room, yeah.
She knows the gas is there.
Okay. So none of you guys can see Deej what he's doing, but he is doing something behind his cover.
Okay. Just touch himself. Old Earth. Above his head again. Now.
Well, that dirt's gone now, so you can't really see. Don't you need to be able to see the earth you're molding? Now you would be able to see it.
I do not. Components is S, systematic.
You just have to guess that it's there.
I just say it.
All right, well, there would be more dirt there.
Of course there is.
So,
because
okay.
that's how the Earth works.
So same thing. He's got to roll 15 or was it 12? Pass. So roll your. What did I say? How much?
44.
44. Okay.
So 10, so another 5 damage.
Alrighty.
And he never moved from last time, right?
No.
Okay, so another 500 pounds of dirt fall on this gentleman.
Difficult terrain still.
Okay. All I'm saying is
He's probably got to move at some point because I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
At some point he's gonna have to.
At some point he's having. Because right now he looks like he's like trapped under 2 piles of, you know, what's it called? That shit from that dinosaur. Got about 1,000 pounds of dirt on him.
Yeah, he's pretty bogged down.
Just saying.
I'll go to the same spot I was before.
Yep.
So,
Bonus action Kensai shot.
can you actually even see him with 5,000 pounds of dirt on top of him?
If he can't, then he has full cover and Vekni can't hit him.
You tell me.
We still do half cover.
Half of him?
Yeah.
Right, one is a 14, that
Miss.
misses, and the other is a 25.
Hit. I guess he's gonna have to make a decision here.
10 piercing.
You're like, fine.
Yeah.
All right, his turn. He's gonna have to make a decision
He has to
here.
do something.
He's just gonna die. He dies slow, painful death like this.
Death of 1,000 cuts.
So 10 feet to move from here. Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. And the gas is coming back that way. He's got to do something. This poor fucking guy.
Gotta do something. So I'm gonna take a ready action. If he
Oh, when he got to his face, he yelled, "Nicholas, help! Nicholas, I'm being attacked! Hurry, Nicholas!"
Yeah, we're gonna know how that worked afterward. So, in the doorway, right here, I'm gonna reaction cast that if I see him step over that area, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth and drop a 5-foot hole
Where?
in the doorway.
Have you seen him step in the doorway?
Yeah. So when he gets onto that plate,
Okay.
that spot right there, reaction cast Mold Earth, and drop a
The gas comes down near the table. Yeah. And Vekni, you can see him
She's in the
from.
hallway.
You can
She's
see-
in the doorway. And she Kensai shot.
Yeah, you can see him.
Bonus action Kensai shot.
Sure.
One is a 27 and the
Hit.
other is a 16.
Miss. Like.
8 piercing.
Okay.
masters of the battlefield.
This time, when there was a fucking alligator, we were like, ah! How, does he look fucked up?
He actually looks not that much more fucked up than he was from when he was doing something behind the table. You couldn't see what he was doing.
Okay. And then...
So he's like not really.
So she moves back and she goes, well, he's getting closer to his door. And she runs out of the door and leans back.
He's gonna run into the door towards Vekni. So you're gonna drop straight on him.
Yeah, so when he hits that spot right there, reaction cast Mold Earth, a 5-foot hole will drop underneath him. More of like a booby trap.
Oh, you're doing under him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were dropping it on him.
No. So he's like running,
Alright.
and then boop, and then he would just like. Phew.
Okay, what does that do?
All right. Well, you tell me. You're running full speed,
Yeah.
and then you run into a.
You ever watch Jackass when they dig holes in the ground and then cover it with sticks?
You tell. This is. That's
I'll
your
have-
party.
I'll-
I'm just living it.
I'll have him roll a dex save of 12. If it fails, he falls prone. And it'll take half his movement to get up. That's what we're gonna do.
Well, he doesn't have half his movement left.
He failed, so he falls prone.
Boop.
I thought isn't it in the hallway? Isn't it in the doorway? Or is it out of the doorway?
Yeah, it's in the
In
doorway.
the doorway. That's a spot closest to the door. And then Vekni. Oh, he's probably dead.
Is he on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's prone.
He couldn't get
inside
up.
the hole.
He didn't have enough movement to get up.
Is he in the hole?
In the hole.
He's in the hole.
Oh.
He's probably dead.
Ow. Vekni just goes, is this easy? And she lifts the ice block and just right over the other hole.
How far can you move it?
30 feet.
You can move the ice. You can move ice 30 feet in a
The
turn.
range is 30 feet.
Describe it.
He rolls over.
Cantrips!
All right.
You know, you make a good team.
700 each.
I don't know if Dan's gonna let us
700 XP.
exploit this forever. Every room is steel and it's dry as fuck.
Yeah, because that's the next thing. I couldn't do mold earth on the ground below,
No, it's all steel.
but I was buried.
You were throwing the ceiling on
I
him.
was throwing a circle out. How much XP?
700 each.
700 each. Vekni, if you could,
1,200.
if you could get rid of your ice cube, I'd like to inspect this gentleman's body.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll move the water out.
Roll an investigation.
16 plus 7, 23 total.
All right. You don't really find anything super special on him. You find one of those small. You find
That's
one.
what I'm looking for, baby.
You find one of those small potions of healing on him that you found before, and you also find his longsword that you saw. He has a small crossbow, which you saw in his sword belt, and those wrist blades. He has two of these wrist blades.
Yeah, it's the wrist brace I'm looking for.
So you can take those off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those in the potion, and I'm gonna take the crossbow and the short sword and throw them up to you. You can take a look at them if you like.
It's a long sword.
Long sword.
It doesn't appear to be magical nature.
But what about the wrist things?
They appear to be magical nature.
They do.
Yeah. And sort of that red scimitar that you took.
Those things are the ones that I want.
For what?
What do you mean? I don't know what they do. I'll investigate.
They're
them, though.
blades.
Hey, if they're on me, I can still cast my weapon. I can still cast my wands. Someone gets close, though.
You don't know what they do.
I don't know what they do. So I did find another potion of healing.
The one of those small ones, yeah.
Damn, you get all the fucking healing. Scimitar.
Yeah, I do have a lot of healing potions now. I have 3 regular healing potions, 1 potion of superior, and 1 potion of greater healing.
That's a lot of healing.
Yeah, it is. And I also found those. What were they called?
The iron ore.
No, the things.
Just the wrist blades. You don't know what they are.
So
right
I'm
now.
gonna add them to my inventory as wrist blades.
Okay.
But with no other description of them.
So you don't know. You have to investigate them.
Yeah.
Vekni's going to look and watch the gas to see where it is.
It just went off here.
Which one? Over the desk?
This one.
Okay.
Oh wait, no one's in the room?
No.
Oh, no, nothing happened. No gas came in.
But the dirt is still on the
Oh,
pad.
so it's...
So it went off on this
yeah,
one?
There's a lot of dirt.
There's all the dirt, yeah.
Uh,
So the pressure plate is activated.
Yeah, especially in that one spot where it has about a ton of dirt on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you do that 3 times in that spot, about? 2 times on him and then once on the table?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 times on him, once. It's about 4, 8, 1,200 pounds of soil.
Yep.
So Vekni is going to, while he's digging through this guy's stuff, is just going to watch the gas, see where it's going.
So the gas just keeps moving in the same pattern, back and forth,
Well, when
every 6
it
seconds.
hits here, goes here, Vekni's going to enter the room and go over to the steel plate,
Okay.
and she will knock on it 18 times.
About 30 seconds goes by. So the gas comes back to where you are, and you know it's about to pop off right where you are.
So she'll just go over this way.
As you scoot away, you hear this muffled voice say, "Password." Password.
Long live the king whose name is Lorian.
A couple moments go by, and you start to hear this rumbling sound. And it seems like a part of the wall starts, a part of the wall that's attached to the plate, with the plate's basically like in the center of this, like 5 foot of the wall, starts to open up like it's a door.
Where is that?
Right where the circular plate was.
Okay. I'll head towards the door.
Okay.
So,
You look in and you see this like long dark hallway. There's no light or anything.
can you see?
I can.
I'll cast dancing lights.
Okay.
My cantrip.
Okay, so I'll start heading down the hallway.
120 foot range.
I would have recovered my arrows too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll cast my dancing lights, and the 3 orbs will pass. I'll have one, 20, 40, 60 feet, and I'll have them move as we move.
You get about 150 feet down. It's pretty far down. You see this wooden door, and on the door there's a painting. And the painting is this square of light blue, and in the middle of the light blue is a golden crown.
So that's the sigil that's getting ripped down all over the place?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go to the door and try to open it.
You turn the handle and the door opens.